You are looking live at the Field of Champions at Champion Stadium in Springdale, Arkansas, home of the Shiloh Christian Saints for tonight's contest between the Shiloh Christian Saints and our Prairie Grove Tigers. I'm Lynn Gregson. With me is Ryan Cook. Ryan, tonight, you know, we have to each week when we're playing various teams, we kind of have to, we talk about it. It's a game at a time, some of the cliches, but it starts tonight.
It is, and they, some of the news channels had kind of ran a little deal. They went and interviewed some Shiloh and Prairie Grove seniors, and all of them were like, one game at a time, it's business. You know, the coach was saying it too. And then finally, Jake Watson goes, nah, dude, this is like the rival of the conference now. Farmington's out, so in conference, this is the rival. So finally one person did slip up and say what they were really thinking. This is kind of the litmus test usually of the season. You know, we do no disrespect to any of the other teams, but both teams come in playing some of the bottom teams statistically in the conference. So this is our litmus test. Who are we? What do we stand for? You know, what kind of football are we bringing to the table? Shiloh's asking the same questions. Right now, we're both undefeated in conference, ready to prove that we're ready to be number one in the conference. We find out in these next 2 weeks, usually, you know, our gauntlet, and these are the two top games. So tonight's the night. You show up tonight, and you got a good chance to either share in the lead or be in the lead. And if you lose tonight, well, you're already behind.
Well, you're right, and I think the thing about tonight is it does have a big impact on the conference. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back after this.
The national anthem will be sung tonight by Shiloh students Lexi Ream, Riley West, and Michaela Jordan.
Dear Heavenly Father, we just come to you tonight. We just ask for your hand to be on these boys as they're playing this game tonight, Lord. We just ask for safety for all the boys, both from Shiloh Christian and from Prairie Grove. Lord, we ask that you be with the coaches, the fans, the cheerleaders. Lord, be with everybody as we go throughout this evening. We just ask for safe travel as everyone's traveling home tonight. We ask all these things in your heavenly name. Amen.
Okay, we're back. We just had the national anthem. I'll tell you, that was a beautiful rendition of the national anthem by some Shiloh Christian.
Three girls.
Yeah, that was wonderful. I've heard some good renditions, great renditions, and not so good renditions. That was really a great rendition. Enjoyed it. Well, we're talking about the game tonight. Let's, Ryan, as the coming to this game, I have a question for you.
All right.
A little trivia for you. Last time Shiloh Christian won a conference title.
Ooh. I'm going to go 8 years ago.
2010. Yep, that's right. The last time they won a conference title was in 2010. Whenever they still had Kyle Frazier back then.
Right.
And since then they did not win it. 2011 went to the 5A for 12 and 13. And then 14, it was Pea Ridge, 15 Prairie Grove, 16 Prairie Grove, and Pea Ridge and Prairie Grove shared it last year. And so Shiloh
They're hungry.
They're hungry, and they want it. They want a conference title. And I was driving up, 7-time state champions. They want to get a conference title back. They'll worry about that state championship next, but. No, but I think that's a big thing for them.
Well, you know what they've struggled with? They really haven't had just kind of one of those hosses like a Kyle Frazier that just really took over. You know, anytime you run some of these wide open spread offenses and even like the Chad Morris offense, you got to have a dude at quarterback. And you can see like with Alabama, they got a dude now, they're untouchable. You know, before they had game managers. And so here they're waiting to see for that next guy to kind of step up. And they've got two guys that are kind of trying to fill that role. You can see on film there's two guys kind of sharing that. They're waiting for one of them to kind of separate himself and take over the reins. So,
well, and I think that they will, tonight they'll use a couple different guys at quarterback. They'll use Henry at quarterback as well as Reese at quarterback some. Ryan, a couple other things. Prairie Grove has beaten Shiloh Christian 3 times in a row, and that was the first time that had happened. And we've won 4 out of the last 5 times we played Shiloh Christian. So.
And the one that we lost there, we were ahead in the fourth quarter, and we turned the ball over like 4 times in the fourth.
Right down here we did. But Prairie Grove's kind of had a nice run. We actually we are the only team in the conference that has an all-time series lead on Shiloh Christian. Prairie Grove leads that 11-10 in all. And another interesting thing, this game tends to not be close. Since 2002, only one game has been 7 points or less, and that was the 2014 game.
Wow.
So game tends to be
blowouts or dominant. I will say dominant.
I was wondering what they were doing over there, and they're recognizing some folks. I know tonight the Shiloh Christian coach, defensive coordinator Jacob Gill, just in some of the circles I run, he wants to stop this wing tee tonight. That's like he spent some off season on it. He wants to stop it, and I think that's the key tonight for Prairie Grove. I think Prairie Grove tonight has to establish the run between the tackles as well as be able to get on the edges, and we have to pass efficiently.
We do, and that's a lot of it there is we don't want to let possessions get away from us. When you play a team that thrives off possessions, you don't want to let a possession get away from us. So we need to dominate. You don't necessarily have to dominate the line, the time, but what you got to dominate is your possessions. And so if we're giving away cheap possessions on offense, it gives them more chances to score. And they're a big play offense. That's what – I mean, you look at a lot of their scores, they're big plays. Their running game and some of their short game is not as good as it's been in the past. They love the big home run play. So they'll lull you to sleep a little bit with that short stuff, and next thing you know, they're throwing it 40, 45 yards down the field. So we really got to be that back part of our defense, really got to be on the ball this week so that nothing lulls them to sleep or catches them with their eyes in the backfield and let anybody get behind them.
Well, I think another key for Prairie Grove tonight, I think, is offensively, we've got to keep it 3rd and short. We can't. 3rd and long for us is not.
It's tougher.
It's tougher down for us, and I think that's important tonight. I also think defensively,
I like our pass rush.
I like our pass rush.
I think that's good. It's going to be, like I said, will we fall asleep and get something over the top? That's what really gets them excited. I mean, a long drive to them, that's boring. Even a long drive with the score, that's not even that big of a – they want the 60-yard bomb.
And they go for it often.
They do.
Well, look, we want to recognize our sponsors, our halftime sponsor, Small Town Productions, for video and filming needs. Players of the Game by Foster Roofing. They sponsor our offensive and defensive player of the games, and so we'll name that again tonight. Also, the Foster Insulation, feeding the team. Thanks to them for feeding our team tonight on the road game. And, of course, the Prairie Grove Christian Church, Harton's Furniture for Less, and a longtime sponsor, PG Telco, all part of this. Mums on Main Street, the East program at Prairie Grove High School is selling mums to benefit Play for Jaron Foundation. For information on how to order, donate, please contact Mums on Main Street to 479-790-2504. Ryan, let's talk real quick while we got a few minutes about the rest of the conference tonight. Of course, this is the premier. Matter of fact, the only other game of any rivalry that even approaches this in Northwest Arkansas tonight is just a few miles down the road. It's Harbor and Springdale, and for the first time in about 10 years, Springdale's got a chance tonight.
That's right.
I think they're excited about that. But
your buddy Orange is excited.
Oh, he's been jacked up all week. I don't even think he was jacked up on Mountain Dew, to quote Talladega Nights. But anyway, but rest of the conference tonight, Green Forest and Gentry. Green Forest, it is Green Forest and Gentry tonight. That
Battle of the Pillowcase.
I'm telling you that. Well, I've seen Gentry's not bad. They're not
Gentry's
bad.
got a quarterback.
The problem with Green Forest, they're just too small of a school to be in this conference, and I mean, they're going to struggle a little bit. I look for Gentry to win, and then another game, the surprising Lincoln Wolves, just 4 or 5 miles down the road, gave P Ridge all they wanted last week, and they host Berryville tonight.
Long drive for Berryville there, long drive home.
And then the team that we faced last week versus the team that we play next week, P Ridge and Gravette.
I'd like to see Gravette learn from last week and put up a fight with P Ridge, kind of knock them off. You know, if they could bruise them up a little bit for next week, that'd be good.
Well, they did give Lincoln a pretty good game. It was 19-7. I know there was a lot of rain and stuff that night, so there was some limitations. But should be interesting around the conference tonight.
But just like Channel 5, Channel 49, all of them, there's 2 games of the week in Northwest Arkansas, and one of them's right here.
And it's great to be a part of it. And they're, like I said, they're probably within 2 miles of each other, these games. And great to be here at the Field of Champions. Nice field. I think they got new field down here this year, and so should be exciting. We're going to go to another commercial break. We'll be back for the final thoughts and kickoff in just a moment.
Hi, my name is Matthew, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Prairie Grove Christian Church, where our mission statement is to love God, love others, and serve others. We have 2 services on Sunday morning at 9 and 10:30 a.m., lasting a little over an hour, which consist of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we have The Quest and 2240 ministries for children and junior high, as well as men's and women's small groups. Twice a year, we have men's and women's encounters. On Sunday night, we have 2240 for the high schoolers. Some of the ways we love to serve our community are through the Great Serve, Life Ministries, and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we have upward basketball and cheerleading opportunities for children who are in kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we will have a group going to Cambodia, as well as supporting missions in Papua New Guinea and Haiti. If you want to experience what faith and grace is all about, come to Prairie Grove Christian Church to learn, worship, and meet people just like you. For any Farmington residents, please consider visiting our sister church, Caston Christian, at the Randall Lynch Middle School cafeteria, Sunday mornings at 10 a.m.
3 and 2 representing the 1-4A conference, the Prairie Grove Tigers.
Okay, our captains for tonight, Garrett Heltemus, Jake Watson. Who else there? Is that Cooper Allen and Ethan Gunther are the captains for Prairie Grove tonight. Still awaiting the captain. Yeah, that's right. And then still awaiting the captains for Shiloh Christian. And one of those captains is the kind of captain you want. You want one of your biggest guys to come out there and show himself right when you walk out there.
Man, talk about a presence.
I think it's 75. I believe that is Dylan Gregory, but I can't quite make it out.
Dylan, I bet it's 76.
He's 6. He's 6. Wait. Yeah, it's 76.
It is. His jersey's a little stretched out from the size of the man.
Yeah.
But
Logan Callison, and he's not that big. He's only 6'4", 295. Number 11, Jarrett Russ, one of the captains. Number 7. Is Micah Button, and the ones that the rest are covering up, I can't get him quite yet.
Number 5.
Number 5, that is Preston Hall. And like I said, the quarterback tonight, you'll see Jaden Henry in there some. You'll also see Reese in there as well.
Reese, probably the little brother of Connor.
Yeah,
I would assume.
Yes. Eli Reese is his name. He's not a big guy. He's 5'8", 155 junior. And, Prairie Grove is, of course, the competition in the last 3 games versus the first 2 is a little bit different. But I do think the Tigers have kind of corrected a lot of things that need to be corrected. You and I talk about each week how they need to be getting more discipline. They need to eliminate penalties. They need to eliminate mistakes to get ready, essentially, for these next 2 games and down the stretch, because you can't get sloppy down the stretch either.
Well, you got to be disciplined, and we weren't at the beginning of the year. You got to have some experience. Well, we weren't at the beginning of the year. You need to know what the heck's going on when things fall apart, and we didn't at the beginning of the year. And, you know, a lot of that's accounted to the youth. We had a lot of guys with no experience that were playing. Now you start seeing that transformation. Now you start seeing us trusting each other and trusting the run game and getting in the correct positions on defense. We don't have, you know, the 12 guys on the field penalties that often. You know what I'm saying? You start seeing the discipline and what happened with it. We started winning ball games.
Yeah, well, and one of the things, if you think about some of the games we had, we'd have a 4th down stop and then a personal foul penalty.
Exactly.
And that extends drive. That happened a couple times against Dardanelle. I think Dardanelle's a good football team. I think they'll compete.
But we shot ourselves in the foot
a lot. Same way a little bit. You know, the kicking game.
The Farmington game
was a big kicking game. Since then, we've we gave our kicker the offensive player of the game a couple of weeks ago. So I think that you know, we have we corrected a lot of things which we needed to correct. Ryan, you know, these Shiloh Christian Saint seniors, they looked at the seniors from last year, which was a great group from Shiloh. Know a few of those guys, great bunch. They graduated from Shiloh Christian without beating Prairie Grove in a high school football game. That had to hurt.
Yeah.
These guys don't want to do that. They're hungry. They want to win tonight. I talked about how they hadn't won a conference title since 2010. They want this game. Prairie Grove, on the other hand, they want to make sure that they reestablish, hey, we're not going away. We're defending conference champions 3 times. Of course, we shared one. But it's like, we've been here, we know what we're doing, and we want to do it again this year, and this is the key. And it would be a huge rebound considering the way we started the season.
That's true. And, you know, you always hear the hunter and the hunted. Shiloh used to be the hunted, and we used to be hunting for them. I can remember when Shiloh was 2A, and they would blow our doors off. Now, things have changed a little bit. The last couple of years, we're the hunted. They're the hungry.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, we've won 4 of the last 5. And so they want to do it, and they're, you know, this generation of kids. When you think about it, 2010, that was 8 years ago.
Right.
You know, these kids were in elementary school, and so that plays a lot. And I look forward to a good game tonight. I look for some explosive plays on both sides of the ball. But I think one of the biggest keys for Prairie Grove tonight, keep it 3rd and short tonight.
I like that. Keep it 3rd and short and get them off the field on 3rd and anything. So for us, 3rd down's big, and for defense, 3rd down's big.
And here come the Prairie Grove Tigers. They're on the field and coming into the game 3-2 tonight. Shiloh comes in 4-1. Shiloh, both teams got off to a rough start. Shiloh in their first game, they lost to Texarkana by about 16 points, and then beat Truman on the road, took it to Boggs, Oklahoma, and of course took care of Berryville and Green Forest with 2 straight shutouts. Prairie Grove, for the first time since 2012, have 3 straight shutouts, and that's and you weren't with us last week, Ryan, but that
I was with you.
Yeah, you were with us. You weren't
with us,
but they literally Gravett was less than an inch from the goal line.
Personal foul penalty.
And I think when the center moved the ball, I think he was actually over the goal line, and we held him and held on to the shutout. Well, we're getting ready to kick. Prairie Grove's going to kick off. That means we'll get the ball start second half. And this, I think, when Shiloh gets the ball, I think they're wanting to establish something like we want to do something big early. I remember we were here a couple of years ago. They hit a big bomb early in the game on a 4th down.
They did. And you thought then when it happens, like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Because how we're going to respond, we responded. And that's what you got to do. Hopefully our guys, new guys here tonight, they've got that same fight. We'll find out tonight.
You know, when you talk about new guys, and you look at our team and our history a little bit, last year's bunch, you had guys like Dustin Burton, you had Anthony Johnson,
dude,
and Elder. Well, especially those first 2 that I mentioned, and Elder some too. They played several years. I mean, right. Johnson and Burton played from sophomore up, so they were able to bring that team together. We hadn't had as many guys that has played that long with this team, but we're getting ready to start, and here come the Tigers. And the sun is now behind the stadium. We can see it real well, and we are getting ready to get underway. Our kicker, Cade Walker, getting ready to kick, and we are underway.
Onside.
And, and they're going to get good field position to start. On the tackle there is Wetzel, and I think that was number 20. He received that, and that was Lucas Hankins. So
you didn't foresee that, did you?
I really didn't. Hey, look at that. They got an electric
digital downkeeper.
Oh, I like it. Just remember to hit the button or however you change it. You know, that gives them good field position to start. And I think Shiloh will do that a lot, too, whenever they kick off, Ryan.
Oh, yeah. No, they're big on the onside kicks.
Well, Prairie Grove and a 3-4 here. And that quarterback. And they, just like you said, they're going deep, and it's not there. Good coverage that time by Wetzel. The pass.
That's we both said they want the big play. They want the cutthroat. I think they almost hurt themselves a little bit. I mean, you got great field position here. Maybe you feel like you can afford that because you're going to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah.
But, man, if you can impose your will right there 1 or 2 times and suck us into the box, I just like that method a little bit better. But
Eli Reese, the quarterback, and in motion goes Raven. And Reese now alone. He gives a quick pass. It's behind the line. And
that's Graham Gunther
ahead.
Graham
dumped him there, and then here comes the rest. Harger.
And Watson.
Good.
Nice.
Nice job. And you're right. Gunther.
Let's replay that one.
Gunther was right there. He's the one that kind of broke or held it. He was able to do it until he got the help. And now it's 3rd down, and it's going to be 3rd and 11, Ryan.
That's good. That's what we wanted, these 3rd and longs. Now, we can't let them convert.
Logan Rabin, the lone back, along with Reese. It's 3rd and 11. Big play here. We look a little confused on defensive pump, and he's going to be – you said it, Ryan. You thought that they would be, and it's exactly what you called, Ryan. You said they would do it. There was a pump fake, and that's exactly what he did, and they get in the end zone almost identical to 2 years ago.
It is. That was Blake Thompson on the little hitch right there, and we did. Watson bites, and he just takes off.
And that's the one that you said it. You said it off the air. I don't remember if you said it on the air or not. You said, I think there'll be a time tonight that we bite, and that happened right there.
Yeah, I didn't want it to be so soon. But if it's going to happen now, and let's see how we respond.
Well, it was an easy pitch and catch once he did the pump fake. And, you know, a lot of times, Ryan, and this is nothing against Reese, he completed the pass, but when they fake that hard, it's a fake. Right. Extra point on the way. I believe that's number 99, Pat Williams, from the hold of Reese. Extra point on the way. It looks good. And with 11:07, just 53 seconds, it's Shiloh Christian 7, Prairie Grove 0. We'll be back after this.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
Okay, the Tigers now to receive after just 53 seconds. They had them 3rd and 11, had them exactly where you wanted them, Ryan. Like I said, very similar. When we were not last year, but 2 years ago here, they did the same thing, but it was a 4th down. This time it was 3rd. They get the touchdown, and the early lead does Shiloh Christian Saints. Shiloh's got some different uniforms this year, I think, a little bit different.
They have several. They actually even come out preseason with a uniform lineup so you know what uniform they're wearing for what game.
Wow.
High class, small college.
I'm just grateful we have dark numbers on white jerseys, and as long as we can do that, I don't care if we have a towel over us. Here is the kick on the way, and back deep. I'm a little surprised they kicked it deep, and it goes out of bounds, so Prairie Grove will get it at the 35. I thought they'd try onside there.
I did too. They're big onside teams, but if you look at what we did, we put 9 in the box pretty much. We put 9 guys within 10 yards and then only 2 deep. So they thought they probably had a better chance for us not to field it or not get good blocks back in the backfield. Instead, he kicks it out of bounds, doesn't get the bounce that he wants, and we'll set up shop at the 35, Prairie Grove's first possession.
Ryan, tonight, just a contrast of styles between these two teams. And now the Tigers come to the line. Ethan Gunther, quarterback. And here is the give to Heltemus. Heltemus, he fumbles the ball, and I think we got it. I think we got it.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah, we did, and it's a good job that time. It's recovered by Trey Davis, the center. He was heads up.
Trey Davis.
Oh, I'm sorry. I looked at the wrong
Gunner
guy.
caught him.
Looked at the wrong guy. Sorry.
I was
Gunner
like, we
caught
don't
him.
have a Trey Davis.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I just saw the 67, and I looked over there. My fault.
No problem. No problem. I'll let it slide once.
Thank you. I'll make it a mistake. I know I'll make that mistake again tonight. Second down. We gained a couple extra yards with the fumble. It's second down and about 3 for the Tigers. And another give up the middle. This time it's Lane Dalton, and he's going to fight his way. No gain.
That's our option look right there. Gunther must have thought that he was going to be able to get through there, or Lane may have grabbed it from him because Gunther looked back. And normally you look back only when it doesn't go the way you thought it was going to go. So I think maybe Lane got a little happy there and grabbed it.
Having been a fullback who does that particular deal,
it's not really fair, is it?
You want one every now and then, so you just kind of hold on. But I got taken out of the game a couple times for doing it, so I learned my lesson. It's going to be third down and 3 for the Tigers. Big play here. Tigers need to get it. And it's another give. He's got room. He's got a first down or more. There's Heltemus over the 50. 45. He's still on his feet. Heltemus down to the 40. Hey, first and 10.
Run. I would have loved to see him be able to just get into that second gear. I think he would have got a lot more than what he got, but he was trying to cut back and forth to keep the play alive. I think he could have just hammered down right there, and I think he would have got more yards. But good block up front by the line. Good block by the halfback. Lane Dalton on that one. Gave a perfect seam for Heltemus.
Ryan, I want to make a comment after this play with regards to something I saw Shiloh doing on that play. After this play, I'll make that observation. First and 10, Prairie Grove at the 40 of Shiloh. There is the give to Lane Dalton. Look for corner. He's got some room. He powers his way, gets almost 5 yards. I was going to say, on the last play when Heltemus run, you and I have talked about Heltemus runs high as a running back. So he runs a little straight up. They've seen him fumble before, and they were going after the ball, especially in traffic. They were going after it. I watched a couple of those guys doing that.
All right, now, little sports here for you. Look at their defensive line. Where are you running the ball? If you look at their defensive line, where are you running the ball?
Well,
every time.
I'd go right up behind center.
I'm going right behind center like you called.
And he did.
Or their defensive end is about the same size as some of the high school girls that we have in my house. So I'm running to the defensive end right there. Now, the thing they're doing, they're putting Button over the top of him to try to help out. But I'm pounding the rock right there in that defensive end spot, if not right up in between the tackles.
That was Nathan Jonowski on the tackle for Shiloh. And it's first down and 10 for Prairie Grove inside the 30-yard line of Shiloh Christian. And now Ethan rolls, throws. He completes the Heltemus. Heltemus 25, still on his feet at the 20. And he's going to be close to first down.
Good job by Ethan Gunther that time. You look, as soon as he takes the snap, he's got a guy in his face, but it's because we released the fullback. The fullback's the one that's open. Great job by Ethan keeping the play alive, getting it to the fullback. First down. Actually, no, second down.
That's going to be second and 1. This is what you want. You like second short. You got a lot of options. You're in the red zone down at the 19.
This is where I take a shot. Second and short, I take a shot. That way I have third and fourth down to pick up the first.
Well, you can try that. And
we'll see if Pinkley and Coach Absher listen to me.
Let's see here. It's first down 10 or second down and 1. And there is Heltemus again. Heltemus just powers his way down inside the 15, down close to the 11. And the Tigers just pounding the ball.
They are, and it's working. Even though I still wanted something different, it's working. Why do I even say anything?
First down and 10 for Prairie Grove. Ball sitting at the 12-yard line of Shiloh Christian.
Watson will run the play in.
7:40 to go here in the first quarter. Shiloh scored in 53 seconds, and Prairie Grove's taking their time, which is what we need to do. First down and 10. And there is the give, Lane Dalton. Dalton trying to get the corner, and he's going to be brought down to 10. Couldn't quite get it. Could have cut back there, Ryan.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a lane there. He outran his blockers a little bit, so I think that's when you want that cut back. You know, a lot of times we say, man, take that outside, you got it. But that time the blockers were all kind of blocking it up closer, and he ran outside.
Well, he only gets about 1.5 yards here. It's going to be second down, and let's call it 8 for the Tigers. Ball just inside the 11-yard line. 6 minutes, 55 seconds to go. Prairie Grove's had the ball about 5 minutes here. Well, I'm sorry, about 4 minutes.
We'll go with a split to both sides.
It's an I formation. There's to give to Harger right up the middle. And Harger battles down close to the 6. So it's going to bring up third down, Ryan. Big call here. We got 2 downs to make it, though.
Third down at about the, 8-yard line?
No, I think we're going to be closer to the 6.
Okay.
It's going to be third.
You got 2 shots. I mean, if I'm doing something, I'm probably using my waggle if I'm passing.
Well, it's third down at about 2 or 3. I'd say let's keep pounding the rock. Third down, Gunther under center. 2 wing backs, and Gunther just goes straight ahead, and he's still on his feet.
Oh, my goodness. He almost scored from there.
Well, they're first and goal inside the 1, Ryan. You said it.
Wow.
Right behind the center. We've been talking about it, and that's exactly what they did.
If you notice that time, too, we split out 2 guys, and we had 2 wing backs, 2 up backs. So that was a really different formation.
So the Tigers now first and goal inside the, well, right at the 1-yard line.
Can you go right back to that? Can we get them to spread out like that again?
Why not? Why not?
I mean, Gunther's not a small tater. He, 6 foot 230.
Shiloh still nobody. Well, this time they got somebody over center, but I'd move that big quarterback again. This time it's given to Heltemus. Second effort. Give him 6. Hey, there we go. That's the way to do it. The Tigers drive 65 yards, use over 5 minutes. 5.5 minutes to be closer, and the Tigers now with a chance to tie this up. What a contrast of styles, Ryan. One likes to do it in one play. The Tigers like to do it
in a
drive. And that's what's always made this rivalry so good. Now the extra point on the way from Cade Walker.
That kick eye.
And it's a good snap, kick on the way, and it is good. With
that dude had some hang time.
Yeah, he looked like he was in the sand trap and had to get it up high, and he did, and it goes in. It's 7-7. We're all tied up. Another touchdown sponsor by PG Telco. We'll be back after this.
To buy a new recliner, a sofa, or maybe you need a box springs and mattress. Well, look no further than Harton Furniture in Prairie Grove. Terry Harton works hard to keep his showroom fully stocked, so if you pick something out, you can go home with it right then. But also, custom orders are no problem. If there's something you want, he can have it in just a few days. With over 20 years in the furniture business, great customer service, and excellent prices, Harton Furniture is the place for you. Located on Highway 62 between Farmington and Prairie Grove. Come by Harton Furniture, he'll treat you right. Harton Furniture is a proud supporter of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics.
Oh, we're back. Okay, we're back, and Walker getting ready to kick off. Shiloh probably going to expect the onside kick this time. I think we should try to make him go a little further if we can, Ryan.
It would be helpful.
And this time a kick fielded by Henry, and Henry's got some wheels.
Watson had him,
and now can Heltemus. He's got wheels, and he's going to go out of bounds. So he gets it around the 35. Watson had him, just couldn't hang on. And I'll tell you something right now, Ryan. Jaden Henry, he's a ball player.
Yeah. Well, I thought Watson was getting him. I got excited. It didn't happen, though.
Well, they're going to get at the 34. Jaden Henry's only a sophomore, Ryan. We're going to see him for the next couple years, and we'll probably see him a lot tonight. 5:31 to go in the first quarter. We're all tied up at 7. This is the second possession for Shiloh Christian Saints.
You'll see a lot of movement by Shiloh pre-snap and a lot of trips. And so you'll see a lot of movement by our defense trying to set up in a way to cover that.
And we had him back there deep. Got to make that tackle. He's still on his feet. Ryan, how did we let that get away from us? Good run that time by number 11, Let's see, that is Jarrett
Russ.
Man, we're off a little bit on our lines here, but that's Jarrett Russ.
Yeah, Jarrett Russ.
Yeah.
Held to miss. Millwood had him twice in the backfield. Now Millwood is dealing with a hand injury. He had his hand smashed pretty bad in practice. It doesn't even look like a hand yet. Had it wrapped up all week, but man, got to get him.
Well, Russ just turned a 2-yard loss into a 5-yard gain. And now a keeper by Reese. He's got the middle. He's still got room. And a nice move by Reese. And the only person that's going to get him maybe, wow, they get him. Wow. Good run that time. They found something there in the defense. They found a hole, and they capitalized on it, Ryan.
Good pursuit that time by a couple of Prairie Grove Tigers, not giving up on the play. Gunther, he comes from defensive end and gets all the way back there. So good job on his part for the effort.
Well, one of the things you got to say Shiloh's done is by hitting that pass, they've run the ball twice now. They came back the first time. They threw the long ball, and now 2 straight run plays and make it a third as Russ goes up the middle. And this time Prairie Grove does a little bit better job. Keandre Hobbs, one of the tacklers. Who else is in there to help him out? Cooper Allen also there. So it's going to be let's see, they started at the 12, so they don't have to score a touchdown for a first down. It'll be 2nd down and 8 to go. They're going to spot at the 9, so we'll call it 2nd 7 and an official timeout. Let's see. I think they're trying to get
Henry's close back on.
Yeah, okay.
Reese is at quarterback. Henry, he's out at kind of a flanker, split black.
It's 2nd down 7 and in motion. Oh, a low snap. Can we get him back there? Yes!
Got him. That's David Hall. I think we got a hold, too.
Well, and that was Millwood
back there. David Hall was the first one back there, then Millwood, then Hayden Black.
I think you decline this. If it's a spot penalty, do you take this or do you make it third?
It's 10 from the spot, so we can have it at the 25, or we can have it.
No, let's see here. Did we hit a face mask there?
You could get a hands to a face or something there, but.
He's turned like he's going to mark it off.
That's a holding on Shiloh.
Decline. So it's going to bring up 3rd down. They've got to get to the 2. They're at the 19. So it's going to be 3rd down and 17. And can Prairie Grove, and I don't know what kind of kicker. Shiloh's kicker looked pretty good. They may try a field goal. We got to stop them here on 3rd. And whistle.
We're gonna call timeout. Oh, his flag was still on the ground. I was like, what? What do we call timeout?
I saw him pointing. I'm like, did we do something wrong? Okay, so now the play comes back. Clock starts running again. The play clock never started running again, but now back to throw. Little screen pass. He's wide open. Can Keandre get him? No, he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Shiloh. Well, it's good play that time. Good call by Shiloh.
That is their 2nd score on 3rd and long.
And that's what you got to do. And, one of the keys, you hear it in college football all the time, you hear it in high school, you got to get them off the field on 3rd down or at least make them go for it on 4th. And Prairie Grove twice tonight in 3rd and long have given up a big play, and Shiloh scores, making it 13-7.
And like Millwood was back there, but it's just not enough. You know what I mean? The quarterback does such a good job of waiting for that last second and getting it out there.
We had nobody covering the screen that time. I thought Keandre was going to get him out of bounds, but unable to do so. And now the extra point by Pat Williams out of the hold of Reese. And the extra point on the way, it looks like it's good. It is. And with 3:34, it's Shiloh 14, Prairie Grove 7. We'll be back after this.
Hi, my name is Matthew, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Prairie Grove Christian Church, where our mission statement is to love God, love others, and serve others. We have 2 services on Sunday morning at 9 and 10:30 a.m., lasting a little over an hour, which consist of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we have The Quest and 2240 ministries for children in junior high, as well as men's and women's small groups. Twice a year, we have men's and women's encounters. On Sunday night, we have 2240 for the high schoolers. Some of the ways we love to serve our community are through the Great Serve, Life Ministries, and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we have upward basketball and cheerleading opportunities for children who are in kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we will have a group going to Cambodia, as well as supporting missions in Papua New Guinea and Haiti. If you want to experience what Faith and Grace is all about, come to Prairie Grove Christian Church to learn, worship, and meet people just like you. For any Farmington residents, please consider visiting our sister church, Caston Christian, at the Randall Lynch Middle School cafeteria, Sunday mornings at 10 a.m.
Okay, getting ready to kick is Pat Williams. Back deep for the Tigers is Watson and Hobbs. Been a track meet so far, Ryan.
Oh, the little stutter. What does that mean?
And it's going to be a high kick. Hobbs is going to let it go out of bounds, so Prairie Grove will start again at the 35-yard line. So Shiloh, I think Shiloh, and they may kick an onside kick before the night's over, but I think what I'm seeing from them is we know Prairie Grove is a pounded team. Let's not give them a short field to work with.
Right, and with you scoring, on 3rd and longs at will, might as well. Why give them the opportunity to? So keep the field long. Hopefully Prairie Grove will make a mistake. Hopefully we have a turnover. Hopefully we don't make it, and we got a punt to them and they get an extra possession.
Well, that's what they're thinking. On the other hand, Prairie Grove wants to drive again, run some clock, and it's 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball at their own 35. Man, that guy's covering him close over here. Look, he's right in his grill there, Ryan, on the wideout. There's Heltemus. Good defense that time. Number 18, Hunter Mason, I believe. Norsworthy also helping out on the tackle.
Yeah, good defense that time.
You know what? He got more than I thought. He got 3. I thought he didn't get much there, but he got 3. Yep. 2nd down and 7.
Normally we take 3 yards on 1st down. We'd rather have 4 or 5, but 3 is good.
Prairie Grove with the ball at their own 38-yard line. And our base set. Ethan Gunther under center. And now quick drop. Oh, it's going to be incomplete.
A little too high. Not enough touch on that pass.
Yeah, that's a tough pass to complete. And he was actually covered too. It might be good it was incomplete.
Well, the one thing that you think might happen there is if he does catch it, you'll get one of those where he slips off the tackle and is able to pick up the 1st. Third and long.
It is 3rd down and 7. We talked about it on the onset, not to get 3rd and long, and Prairie Grove has their first 3rd and long. Shiloh's been successful. Can Prairie Grove be? It's a rollout. There's Gunther. He throws. Incomplete to Caswell. He would have been short of the 1st down anyway because it was at the 44. So Prairie Grove's going to have to punt. Only used about a minute that time, Ryan. So Shiloh, this is where our defense is going to have to step up.
Well, and if we can keep putting them in 3rd and longs and letting them score, it's going to be hard. But if we can get them in 3rd and long, get them off the field, we broke even, it'd be all right.
Oh, it's a high snap. He had to get it away. He did, and he's going to get a pretty good bounce.
Good job of getting it off right there.
Wow.
It was a quick punt for him. It was such a high snap.
That's where Shiloh's going to start. So Shiloh has had pretty good field position at the 47, their own 47, their own 34, and this time at their own 32. And I think defensively, Ryan, if you really think about it, we've had 2 bad defensive plays, and they've resulted in touchdowns. Other than that, we've played fairly well defensively.
It feels worse than that because there's 14 points on the board, and they've got over 100 yards of offense. But you're right. Only 2 of the plays have been for more than, or for significant yardage.
They have 3 receivers to the far side, and Reese is back to throw. He's looking here to this side, though. He's looking for something. He's not going to get it. He's looking for Tollett. Good covers that time by Cordell Wetzel.
See, I do love when they do that on 1st down because I feel like we expect it more on 1st down. Like we're not sold out to stop the run on 1st down, whereas on 3rd down, we get a little hungry, right? And so we start thinking, oh, we about got him, and we get one over the top. Well, on 1st down, you're kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. So I like that they keep being aggressive on 1st down.
Logan Raymond is the back that goes in motion, goes just to the other side of the quarterback. And here, Prairie Grove's bringing some heat, and can they get him? He's got a man open, complete. And he's going to have the first down at the 43-yard line. And that's Blake
kind of like
Thompson.
the play that we tried to run on third down just a minute ago. That's how you complete it.
First down for Shiloh. They got the ball at their own 43. Prairie Grove needs to stop defensively. They got to get them off the field one time. Right now, Shiloh is moving the ball.
Well, and if the third down and longs aren't working, we need a turnover.
And this is going to be a quick pass. It's going to be a double pass.
That's right. So you better watch that double pass.
And it's off the fingertips. It was going for Truett Tollett.
You could tell that he wasn't ready to run once he caught that one.
Well, they're trying to get up 2 scores. If they can, Ryan, that would be key for them to get up 2 scores. And Prairie Grove.
Right. And he had Wetzel that time. I mean, if that pass is on the money, it's 6.
It's second down and 10, and they've really had good play calling tonight from the Shiloh Christian Saints. Give them credit where credit's due.
A little confusion that time by Shiloh.
And now here is the give, and Prairie Grove's there. Oh, yeah.
I see Daytona.
Pinkley's there. Pinkley was there.
Millwood also in on the tackle.
And
Chucky Edwards.
Yeah, they're all in there, like when we see that. Now it's third and long for the third time tonight. Twice they've scored. Ryan, this time we got to get them off the field.
If we're not going to get a good pass rush on third and long, let's add another secondary guy. Let's add another linebacker there in the middle and let 3 guys rush. See what the heck happens.
Well, we got good pressure. We got a good push that time from the beginning. And now he's going to roll to his right. He's got a man. I can see him open. And it is complete. And our guy fell right there, Watson. They're completing third and long, Ryan. We got to get him off the field. Got to get him off the field.
Dang it. They got the corner, the wide receiver goes into his cut. Watson just loses his footing.
He looked like he had a lot of space right from the beginning. I know we can't look the replay now.
Yeah, but I think Watson closes there and is able to make a play on the ball, or at least make it tough to catch. But when he falls down, well, it's over.
And now just a straight drop and throws a little flare pass. And
good job by Harrison Lowe that time, not getting beat, but he's got to make a tackle. Keandre ends up making the tackle.
That was Tollett. And so Shiloh's moving the ball really the way they want. I mean,
in a totally different method, though.
They're going to have second short. They may even have a first. I almost want them to have a first down. Yeah, they're going to give them the first down, which is fine. Second and that short, you're giving them an extra play, essentially. Well, Shiloh is moving the ball. They're back in Prairie Grove territory, and the Tigers need a defensive stop. And now just a fake, and now again. And he's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown for Shiloh. And Jarrett Russ made a good move, and now Shiloh, 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. They lead 20-7. And Prairie Grove, what they have to do here is not get their heads down.
Well, and we talked about, a couple years ago getting punched in the mouth on 4th down. We did it on 3rd down, and you think, all right, how are you going to respond? Well, then you do it again on 3rd down. So that's really tough. But then you give up a drive. You let them drive down the field. So, it's really, really tough for the defense to have any confidence right now, but you got to find it. And hopefully, if we can make it to halftime in a decent position, you can make some adjustments. But we're not even out of the first quarter.
No, they've got 3 scores. It's 21-7. And the Tigers are just struggling on those 3rd and long. Think about that, Ryan. If we get them off the field on 3 3rd and longs, it's a totally different game. But Shiloh making those conversions is giving them a lot of confidence. The Tigers have got to turn this around a little bit.
Well, a score will solve a lot of problems. So if we can drive the field, eat up most of the second quarter, and score, we'll be all right. The problem with what just happened, they scored. We get pretty much a 3 and out. Don't do anything with the time. Don't hold the ball. Don't give any rest. Don't change field position. We give it back to them and let them go all the way again. So,
yeah, this is a key drive for Prairie Grove because we need something. And I think we're right here to keep looking for the onside kick. Because if they were to get an onside kick and score again, then it's a big uphill battle. But
exactly.
this is still very manageable. This is not, it's a it's a score and a stop, and you're right back in it. And it's early. With 54.1 seconds to go here in the first quarter. But Shiloh is kicking off for the third time. And here comes Pat Williams, and he's going to kick it deep. And this time Keandre's going to get a chance to return it. He dropped it. He's at the 20. And where can Keandre? He's going to be dropped at around the 28, 29-yard line. So Prairie Grove has their worst starting field position. They had first two times start at their own 35. This time they'll start at their own 29. Need a good drive here, Ryan.
Again, a sustained drive, a sustained positive drive. Get down there and get some points. You were talking about how, the other big game is in Springdale. My brother-in-law just texted me. My nephew's playing in Fayetteville tonight. He just scored on a 60-yard touchdown. Van Buren, we watched him earlier this year on Fayetteville, so that was cool.
All right, big drive here for the Tigers. Gunther comes under center. That middle's still open, and now there is a give. Lane Dalton.
That's a good first down run right there. That's that sweep that we were talking about earlier where he ran it outside when we were really hoping that he would kind of cut back inside. That time just a more predetermined short sweep.
Gets 3 yards, can bring up 2nd down and 7. We'll probably have one more play here in this quarter. And it was a quarter that belonged to the Shiloh Christian Saints. Prairie Grove had a good drive and a long sustained drive in about 5.5 minutes, but unable to convert. And Shiloh has converted all 3 times they've had the ball.
Going a little heavy over on this side, almost like trips with the tight end, wingback, and split in all on their side.
And, wow, look at there. Good tackle that time. That's Russell Norsworthy. And Shiloh's going to be very pleased with their first quarter. Now, we do pick up a few yards to bring 3rd and 4, but after one quarter play, it's the Shiloh Christian Saints 21, Prairie Grove Tigers 7. We'll be back after these messages.
Hi, my name is Matthew, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Prairie Grove Christian Church, where our mission statement is to love God, love others, and serve others. We have 2 services on Sunday morning at 9 and 10:30 a.m., lasting a little over an hour, which consist of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we have The Quest and 2240 Ministries for children in junior high, as well as men's and women's small groups. Twice a year, we have men's and women's encounters. On Sunday night, we have 2240 for the high schoolers. Some of the ways we love to serve our community are through the Great Serve, Life Ministries, and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we have upward basketball and cheerleading opportunities for children who are in kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we will have a group going to Cambodia, as well as supporting missions in Papua New Guinea and Haiti. If you want to experience what faith and grace is all about, come to Prairie Grove Christian.
Okay, we're back. Prairie Grove, big 3rd down here, 3rd and about 5. Tigers need to convert this because, boy, you do not want to go down 3 scores. We're talking off the air. It's been a while since Prairie Grove has come back from – we've been down by 14 a couple times, but coming back, I'd say there's stoppage on the play.
Maybe there's some pre-snap movement, but I didn't see it.
Oh, it's going to go against Shiloh. Oh, no. Wait, no, it's going to go against Prairie Grove. Wow. I thought we needed offsides. I thought we must just had a guy line up in the zone or something.
That's weird.
You usually don't call offsides on offense. Now it's 3rd and 10 for Prairie Grove. Long way to go here. Just underway here in the 2nd quarter. But I would think probably last time we were down this much and came back, I would go back to the 2012 season in the playoffs with Pottsville maybe. Gunther rolling. He's got a man open. Caswell can't hang on. Oh, he cannot hang on. He was open. Oh, good pass that time.
It was almost like he thought about the hit more than he thought about the catch. He's got to catch that ball. Gunther put it in the best place he could put it.
Oh, that was a great pass that time. And Caswell just unable to hang on. You know, it was not It wasn't an easy catch because you knew you were going to get hit.
Well, that's the thing.
You know,
it was an easy catch if your mind didn't think about the hit.
But you knew you were in
you knew you were about to get smoked
in a tough position there, and we're going to end up getting a penalty here just because we can't line up for a punt. And now the Tigers, we need a good punt, and we got to have a defensive stop. There's bringing the house, and we get a good punt, but we didn't get very good coverage.
Good job by Millwood that time. Not only does he fight off his block, but he also makes the tackle.
Well, we actually got not a bad thing there. We got a pretty good punt. He got about an 8 or 9 yard return, but there was nobody near him when he caught it. We didn't get, and maybe we had to make sure that nobody got through before on the punt. But.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, they sent the house. They were going for the punt block that time, and we had a split in cornerback in and a kind of a line spot.
Well, Prairie Grove
needing a turnover.
Needs something here. Needs some momentum shift. I just think it's a confidence thing here, Ryan. Like I said, we've played well. We've given up a few big plays, and.
Good tackle that time.
We're going to get a late hit. It's going to be a late hit, I think. It could be a hold.
Graham Gunther on the tackle that time.
Good call there, Ryan. We may get a late hit there. Maybe I saw 2 players from Shiloh. I mean, a player from Shiloh, Prairie Grove. Let's see what they're going to call dead ball personal foul. Oh, on Shiloh.
Shiloh.
Oh, both teams. Okay. I saw that. So we were probably – so since it was a dead ball, they're just going to leave the ball. They moved it up a half a yard, which what did he pick it up and put it back down for?
77, hands to the face. So Hayden Black that time got hands to the face.
Did they – was it there? Are they repeating first down? I thought it was a dead ball.
It should have been dead ball.
They're repeating the down. And here is essentially a reverse. And can the Tigers know it's going to be a big loss on the play?
Can we replay that? Mayo. Look at this right here. Motion by Shiloh. You can just see it.
Boy, it would have been nice to get that play. Man,
that's the big play we needed right there.
You know something,
the momentum swing.
One of the things that I see tonight from Shiloh, what's making them very effective, they're mixing their run and pass really well. And when you do that, you've got the defense guessing. They've hit a lot of guys in the flat.
Hey, they just moved it to third down, by the way. So
good.
It was.
Okay, good. That's what I thought. It's third down.
And 20, which is not good for us.
No, not tonight. It's not been a good – this has been Shiloh's money play.
This is where I would like to see Pinkley. I'd like to see us start in that 3-3 look and let Pinkley go and try to get the sack, or you take a guy and kind of put him in coverage.
One of the things that they do a lot of, Ryan, they'll send a guy and bring a guy underneath. You'll notice that a lot, and you've got to be disciplined.
I would love to fake someone blitzing like that and then put them in the flats. Let's pick one of those off. If we know that's what they're doing.
Harger was showing blitz. Now he's backing up. He's looking over here to Laird for some instruction. Keandre comes up close. Now he's backing up. And now Caswell backs up. And it's a quick screen, and we're going to hold them this time. So for the first time tonight, Prairie Grove holds on third, and the question is, are they actually going to punt?
Is this Pulaski?
No, they're going to punt. So,
well, you don't ever know. I mean, they've stopped you on defense here one time. They may take that philosophy, but I would punt here.
I believe that's Henry going to be back to punt.
We're going to take a timeout because we couldn't get our punt unit on the field.
Prairie Grove has to take a timeout. Let's take it with them. 9:31 going to the first half. Tigers trail 21-7.
In this part of the country, it's a way of day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
So lining up in punt formation for the first time tonight is Shiloh. Looks like number 4, Jaden Henry to punt. I'll tell you what, this one guy is wide open if they were to
go for it like that. Oh, my goodness. That's kind of
I'm speechless on that. I mean, it's rare that I can't say something. There's nothing I can say there other than good execution. And that they don't get off the field. Again, this time it's 4th and long. Ryan, you got to be ready for all that stuff. And you had a timeout too. So we're struggling tonight, Ryan. We're struggling.
We are. That's so frustrating. 3rd and 20.
Well, that was 4th down, and there's a low snap. And there's
Reese.
Oh, no, that's Henry. And Henry is going to be inside the 10. Prairie Grove giving up big plays tonight, and that's been the big difference. And Shiloh taking advantage tonight of those big plays.
Gunther will come in at defensive end for Millwood.
Tigers need a big defensive stands here.
Shiloh will go to trips to this near side.
It's so much misdirection, Ryan. I think it's got Prairie Grove just guessing on every play. And now it is a give. And Tigers, good job there. Hayden Black, one of the tacklers.
Caswell limping a little bit back there.
Medina is helping out a little bit too on that tackle. 2nd down, they're inside the 10. Was it 1st and goal? Yeah, I believe it is. Or it was 1st and goal. 2nd down at the 8.
It was 1st and goal on the 8.
Low snap, and he still gets it in the hands, and it's going to be wow, he was close. Man, a low snap, and they still are able to execute, Ryan. It's like they're just executing well. You tip your hat when you can tip your hat, and that's what you got to do now.
You know, and that's one of the things I watched on film. They didn't look clean. They didn't look to execute well, and we had been. And so I had a little hope there that would continue on. Even when they're not executing, or even when their stuff's not pretty, they're executing.
And he's going to walk into the end zone. Another touchdown for Shiloh Christian, and that is Jarrett Russ. And Shiloh now up 27-7. And been a while in a conference game, Ryan. I'll have to look this up. The last time we were down in a conference game by 21 points. It's been a few years, my friend.
Well, it's been before I've.
It hasn't happened since I've been doing the webcast, unless it was 2010, the first year. And I'll check that out here momentarily. But Shiloh getting ready to kick another extra point. Prairie Grove, there's time, but we got to get them off the field. I thought we had them off the field there on the
4th
punt.
And 20.
And the extra point is good, and Shiloh has stormed out to a 28-7 lead. We'll be back after this.
Looking to buy a new recliner, a sofa, or maybe you need a box springs and mattress? Well, look no further than Harton Furniture in Prairie Grove. Terry Harton works hard to keep his showroom fully stocked, so if you pick something out, you can go home with it right then. But also, custom orders are no problem. If there's something you want, he can have it in just a few days. With over 20 years in the furniture business, great customer service, and excellent prices, Harton Furniture is the place for you. Located on Highway 62 between Farmington and Prairie Grove. Come by Harton Furniture. He'll treat you right. Harton Furniture is a proud supporter of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics.
On to kick for Shiloh, number 99, Pat Williams. Back deep for Prairie Grove, Jake Watson and Keandre Hobbs.
And it's Pat Williams to kick for the 4th time tonight. Now, Ryan, we do get the ball to start the second half, assuming that they kicked it and didn't get an onside kick.
There it is.
And now here comes the onside kick. And that's going to be
good job that time by Hayden Black.
Yeah.
He just went for a block. He didn't even go for the ball. He went for the block, and Marshall Montgomery falls on the ball, and we'll take over at the 50.
Well, that works out good for Prairie Grove. Now we got to capitalize. Ryan, if we can score, hold, and get one, we get the ball to start the second half. So it's not insurmountable yet.
No, you just got to start
you
making that progress towards it.
Yeah, you've got to make sure that you are.
We'll go 2 up backs this time.
And it is a give to Millwood. Millwood, he battles for a couple of yards.
That's that 49 sweep. You know, that was a little slow to develop, but I really thought that we were going to see something there. Millwood's a good runner out of that wingback spot. And the way it was kind of slowly developing, I thought we were getting some push there. Instead, it's only a 1-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 9 with 7:46 left in the second. Splits to both sides.
And it's a give to They're waiting for Heltemus. And it's second. It's going to be 3rd and long. Shiloh has come to play tonight, and they're fired up.
They got that mojo right now, man. Momentum is on their side. Which here with 3rd and long, you know, we're going to try to take a shot to get a first down. I could see us doing our waggle play, or I could see us maybe going trips to a side and do like what Shiloh does, try to run everybody off and let the 3rd guy be the guy that kind of gets past the sticks in our base formation.
And
it'll be the waggle. Gunther's got guys on his face. He breaks free, though. He's not going to break free from that.
No, but he was lucky. It could have been a lot farther back. We're going to have to punt. And so now the Tigers will have to punt. The thing we got to get out of this half and not have a mercy rule, right? That's what I'm most worried about now, because the clock would run. If Prairie are going to go, I don't know that. You better have, if you're going to go, you better have something that can make it. I don't know that I
think we know that we have a timeout to burn, maybe, and so we try to go up there and jump them off sides.
Yeah, but still not going to get a first down. So
no, but you do that so that you can go for it on 4th.
So the Tigers are lining up to go. 9 seconds left on the clock. Wow, we're just in a base set, too. We do go for it. He's got a man open. Picked off. And Millwood's going to tackle him. It's just been all Shiloh Christian tonight.
Ouch.
And not much. I'm looking back, Ryan. The last time that it would have been anything like this would have been the 2010 season, and it was against Shiloh right here, and that's back when they had the Stallions that they had. Tonight, It's just been a team execution. It hasn't been a, and not that they were one guy back then. Kyle Frazier was an amazing high school football player.
They had tons of talent.
But they've got good players tonight, and they've executed well, and they've had a game plan, and they're ready to go. And they got a guy wide open here. Man, they're giving him a lot of space here, Ryan, in the slot.
Oh, David Hall almost had him. Good job
down
by David Hall getting to him that time. Let's replay that just to watch David. He comes from this near side. It's number 19. He gets the quarterback right when he releases the ball.
Reese got it away just in time.
That would have been a nice little momentum shift.
Got a lot of games still left, but the Tigers got to keep them out of the end zone. Can't go down. You just don't want to be in that position. And now in motion, and it is a give.
Henry.
Oh, face mask. It was a face mask. He got him.
I heard someone say, "Oh no, you threw that," but you would throw that. I mean, it was a foul.
It's going to be. It'll remain second down. They'll get 5 additional yards. I think it's the right call. I mean, it was blatant.
Yeah.
But I think it's a 5-yard.
A little insult to injury, though. I mean, it just hurts, continues to hurt.
What's happened tonight, Ryan, and I give Shiloh a lot of credit, we've had some good pursuit tonight. We've had some guys, and they've made our guys miss tonight. They've several times. Russ has made
guys.
Yeah, Russ has made a miss. Henry's made a miss. Reese has made a miss. Tollett has been extraordinary on critical downs. At 2nd down and 1, Shiloh has a play to burn here. 5:26 to go here in the first half. All Shiloh from the beginning. And Tollett comes in motion, and they're going to give it. It's going to be a reverse. And now they're looking downfield. He's got a man open. Almost intercepted there by Wetzel.
Wetzel had a good beat on the ball there, and the receiver becomes the defender and makes a good play to keep Wetzel from getting that.
It's 3rd down and very short, so that Shiloh can play around on that play. The only thing that could have helped us there if we could have sacked him back here for a big loss.
Or an interception.
Or an interception would be even better. But
that would have been like a good punt. I mean, we'd have had the ball at about the 5.
It's 3rd down and just a yard to go. And this time they got Jaden Henry at quarterback. So he's probably going to keep it. He's shifty. And he does keep it. He goes right up the middle. He's going to probably, he gets down close to the 10.
Graham Gunther on the tackle that time. But that is a 1st down for Shiloh. That'll be a 1st and goal.
Yeah, Ryan. The best
no, it
I
will
can.
Not be. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 11.
Any way the Tigers can keep them out here, turn over anything would help. Going down 4 scores, the way they've moved the ball. They've scored every time they've had it.
Yes.
And now it is another keeper this time. And
Graham almost had him. Graham gets back up and he gets him.
This time we're going to have a 5-yard loss. We got what we needed here. We got a loss on the play. Henry that time trying to make something, but you can afford to make those kind of things right now. You got a 3-score lead. You're at the 10. You've moved the ball at will. He took a chance that time and didn't pay off for him. But the Tigers, good pursuit, and Gunther stood with him that time.
Yeah,
able
Gunther
to get
the first person to touch him, and then ends up coming back to make the tackle.
4 minutes and 17 seconds to go here in the first half. And Henry will stay at quarterback. He can throw the ball too, Ryan. He's not just a runner. And he's going to take the snap. He looks, he pumps, and throws a little screen. And there's
good job. Oh,
there we go. Ethan Gunther was there first. Chucky Edwards, and I can't tell the last one there. That's Harger there. So 3rd down. Picks up maybe a yard or 2. So Tigers trying to keep him out of the end zone here. All Shiloh here in the first half. Prairie Grove had a drive that matched them initially, but since then it's been big plays on 3rd and long, and of course the 4th and long on the. I think that was the backbreaker a little bit right there, Ryan. When you think about it, it looked like it was 21-7. We get the ball back, you score, it's 21-14, and instead they go down on that 4th down play and end up scoring. 3rd down, 11. Reese back in at quarterback. He's got Rabin as a back. Back to throw, looking in the end zone, and it's an easy catch. And Shiloh scores. They've had the ball 5 times and have scored 5 times, 34-7. And Shiloh leads Prairie Grove.
Ouch.
Think about it, Ryan, tonight. It's all been on 3rd down.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, every
if it's not been that they scored on 3rd down, it's been that they've converted on 3rd and 20, 4th and 20, 3rd and 15.
The extra points made, it's 35-7. Ryan, but they have scored. I know they've scored 3 of their 5 touchdowns on 3rd down. And that's been the backbreaker tonight.
Well, what we say was the key to the game? Getting them to 3rd and longs and getting them off the field, and us not getting into 3rd and longs. Because the way these two teams play, it's tough. What have we done? We got them into 3rd and longs, and then let them convert.
And we've
Horrible.
We've been in 3rd and long, not able to do it. But I'm the eternal optimist, and if there's any way we could get a touchdown here before the half, we do get to start the second half. We could close it to 14 early in the 3rd. We have a shot. If they get an onside kick here and score, and we go to we go to mercy rule, it's
it's a tough battle there.
But
we don't really have the passing game.
But if you're Shiloh here, why not do the onside kick?
Onside every time now.
Yeah, now you can close it out, and I think that's what they're going to do. And so Prairie Grove needs to get it. And he's going to just try the onside. Well, it's going to be a little bit of a pooch. Watson's going to get it at 30, and he's still on his feet. Watson down the sideline. He gets down into Shiloh territory.
He had one last week. He might have been seeing 6 this week.
Well, like I said, Ryan, big thing here is can you get in the end zone before half? Because you get it to start the second half. You could, if those, I know I'm being very optimistic, but if you can get that to happen, you're within 2 scores, and you're still early in the third quarter.
Well, it would be great just to have a little momentum going back this way.
Yeah, and so Prairie Grove will get it.
You can build on that.
First down and 10, the ball at the 47-yard line of Shiloh Christian State's best starting position for Prairie Grove tonight. They had another on. Prairie Grove moved. Come on, guys.
Hayden Black, junior left tackle. A little bit early there.
Well, Shiloh Christian has waited several years for this. They've caught Prairie Grove at the right time tonight, and I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to compliment them tonight. They have mixed up their play calling well. They've executed well, and even on a bad play like a low snap.
I started to say, I don't even feel like play calling has been just amazing. It's that they execute. Just like Wetzel's right there on that last pass and the touchdown. Guy just makes a great cut. Wetzel doesn't.
And it's a give. Still on his feet. That's Harger.
Good run that time. Good hard run by Roger. Harger get 5 yards and get us back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe even pick up 6, get us ahead. But you look at tonight, we're getting them into 3rd and longs. The play calling's not getting them ahead of the sticks. It's the execution on those big time 3rd downs.
When I'm saying the play calling, it's the mixing of pass and run. It's got us guessing. It's got us guessing until we moved again. They didn't call it. Harger going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, when you're back behind, 5 yards, it is going to end up being a 3rd and long unless you're really moving the ball well. If not, we would be in 3rd and about 3 right now.
Well, it's tough there, too. We're lucky we didn't get a penalty. We moved.
we can go. We're in 4-down territory here, though, so if we want to run the ball, we can.
Well, I would
Minute 51 left.
But what I would do definitely is I'd run some clock down because you've got 2 timeouts. And if they score again, that's it. I mean, they'll run. And so back to throw. He's got it. Hobbs down inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line, and that's a big play that Prairie Grove needed. Hobbs is down. He's not getting up very quick. And so he's going to be down here. We got that play. There it is. And, boy, it looks like he just kind of fell kind of funny there. Let's take a commercial break while they attend to Hobbs. 1st and goal for the Tigers.
Hi, my name is Matthew, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Prairie Grove Christian Church, where our mission statement is to love God, love others, and serve others. We have 2 services on Sunday morning at 9 and 10:30 a.m., lasting a little over an hour, which consist of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we have the Quest and 2240 ministries for children in junior high, as well as men's and women's small groups. Twice a year, we have men's and women's encounters. On Sunday night, we have 2240 for the high schoolers. Some of the ways we love to serve our community are through the Great Serve, Life Ministries, and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we have upward basketball and cheerleading opportunities for children who are in kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we will have a group going to Cambodia, as well as supporting missions in Papua New Guinea and Haiti. If you want to experience what Faith and Grace is all about, come to Prairie Grove Christian Church to learn, worship, and meet people just like you. For any Farmington residents, please consider visiting our sister church, Caston Christian, at the Randall Lynch Middle School cafeteria, Sunday mornings at 10 a.m.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
Okay, looks like Hobbs is going to come off. He had some help getting off the field. We'll see if we can get his status later. 1st and goal for Prairie Grove, ball at 6, 1:29 to go in the first half. And this is big right here, Ryan, because as we talked about, we get the ball to start the second half, and a chance to score and them really not get a chance to score. Although if you leave them too much time,
yeah, they could.
They could. They've been a big play tonight, and I'm sure they got a trick play somewhere that they would use in this situation. We're down to a minute 20 to go. This is where you got a little bit of Heltemus, and Heltemus is going to get inside the 5. It depends on the spot. He gets maybe inside the 5. And
He's definitely inside the 5, about the 4-yard line.
So down to 105, 104. And I like this because you don't want to give them any time.
Right.
We got 2 timeouts, so no reason to get in too big of a hurry. But you don't want to put yourself.
Yeah, and you don't want to have to throw the ball here. It's 2nd and 4, 2nd and goal from the 4. We want to be able to run this one in.
And in motion. And it's a quick pitch to Harger. Can he get the corner? No, he's not going to get it. And now you may want to spend a timeout here. There's going to be a flag. Might have been maybe. Prairie Grove fans, and it's like that. You know, when your team's down, it's frustrating. And we've been a bit spoiled here at Prairie Grove over the last several years, Ryan. We hadn't been in this situation a lot. And Shiloh for many years weren't like that. You know, we had a mercy rule game on them a couple of times in the last few years. Not last year. Oh, that's a first down.
It is a first down, and it's half the distance to the goal. It'll put it at about the 3. But it's first down with 37 seconds left. We do have 2 timeouts.
We can get 3 plays in. You got 3 chances to get it in. And now we don't need a turnover or penalty here, Ryan. This is where you make it happen.
I'm Gunther up the middle. Let's see what they do here. I think Shiloh's going to take a timeout, but they are going to make the.
Let's see. They ran the clock.
Yeah. I hear one of I think it was Keith Boston. I recognize the voice. He said, might be good for us to not have a lot of time because we don't want them to have time, but you don't know if you're going to get all your plays in and guaranteed to get the score.
You've got 3 plays, Ryan. You got this play, and you got a timeout. So I think you can make this work. But if I'm Prairie Grove and I'm at the 3, I'm going to give them a dose of Heltemus.
You would hope, but man, the last couple of plays.
And I'll tell you the other one. I might just send Gunther's. He's so big and strong. He's right behind the center. Do a little bush push and see what you can do there.
The bush push. I haven't heard that in a while. The other thing that you could look at is one of those option plays where he puts it in the belly of Lane and keeps for himself and still has Heltemus as an option pitch out to the side. You hope that he can be able to take it himself, though. They're still working on the clock here.
.36 seconds. It was actually 36.7. We lost 0.7. We'll take it. Hopefully we don't lose by 0.7 seconds. First and goal for the Tigers. And they got it third. They've got it third. They got it 3rd and 3. There's Gunther, and there's that bush push. But they called it 3rd down and not first. I thought it was an automatic first down on that, Ryan. But they've got it.
Personal foul is an automatic first down.
But they didn't do it. We've got it. It's 4th and 3 or 4th and short.
Prairie Grove will take a timeout. It should be an automatic first down.
I think that may be the discussion. I thought the personal foul would have been an automatic first.
Elder's talking to him right now. I bet that's the conversation.
We're at the 1-yard line. Maybe we can catch Pinkley on the way down to see, Ryan. This is a big play here if it's 4th.
They're saying it's 4th. Man, I thought a personal foul was an automatic first.
I don't know.
Maybe it's is dead ball personal foul not?
Well, it wasn't last week when we played Gravett either, Ryan, because they ended up doing the same thing. So we may just be applying college rules or something to the high school game. I'm not sure, but it's 4th and goal at the 1 is what they're going to have. And they're going to stack the line here. I think I would go with Gunther again and give a big push. And it is give to Heltemus. Give him 6. Garrett Heltemus, and a big touchdown there for the Tigers, 20.2 seconds. And that was one to hold your breath on, Ryan, because I thought we had 3 downs to get it. Instead, they didn't give that first down. And that happened last week. Ryan, you weren't there, but that happened last week at Gravett. They had this. It was the reverse. It was us on defense, and that happened. So 20.2 seconds. Now what we got to do is keep them out of the end zone for 20.2 seconds. And Keith Boston may have been right whenever he said maybe that clock should have ran for us. So
Cade Walker into kick. Knox Laird on the hold.
20.2 seconds. Another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco. The extra point on the way. It's good. And the Tigers close the gap a little bit, 35-14. We'll be back after this.
Looking to buy a new recliner, a sofa, or maybe you need a box springs and mattress? Well, look no further than Harton Furniture in Prairie Grove. Terry Harton works hard to keep his showroom fully stocked, so if you pick something out, you can go home with it right then. But also, custom orders are no problem. If there's something you want, he can have it in just a few days. With over 20 years in the furniture business, great customer service, and excellent prices, Harton Furniture is the place for you. Located on Highway 62 between Farmington and Prairie Grove. Come by Harton Furniture. He'll treat you right. Harton Furniture is a proud supporter of Prairie Grove Tiger.
Okay, coming up, we have halftime sponsored by Small Town Productions. And appreciate all of our sponsors. Foster Roofing, who sponsors our players of the game. Foster Installation for feeding the team tonight. We appreciate Harton's Furniture, Prairie Grove Christian Church, and PG Telco. Our crew tonight, Kate Graham, T.D. Hill, Mayo Dotson, Ethan Turner, Miles Eubanks, Heath Whitley, Ryan Cook, I'm Lynn Gregson. And it's a deep kick, fielded about the 10-yard line. Got to get a tackle here. Got to get a tackle here. He gets it all the way back to the 40.
It's the Tollett kid.
They got probably 2 plays, maybe 3. You got it. You can't let anything behind you here, Ryan, because they're going to go for it. They're not going to take a knee. They're not going to. You got to keep everything in front of you here, and you got to do it for 2 plays. Well, they've had the ball. This is their 6th time. They've scored the first 5 times.
We put Cage Adams and Daytona Pinkley in at tackles, and we'll stack them.
That's Pinkley at linebacker, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but they moved him back to linebacker, but then Adams is in at tackle. So putting in a little speed. And high snap. Reese in the back. He's going to take off.
They're going to get a holding call back here. So 4.9 seconds. Now, Ryan, there's a couple things that can happen here when they're trying to score. Hopefully they could throw a pick off, and like I said,
wow.
the eternal optimist is a pick 6 would be beautiful, but
scoop and score, pick 6, all those would be pretty unreal right now.
But we'll take any of them. But if we can get it, I'll tell you what I would take is just not getting in the end zone, and we get the ball start second half and score quick, and we're back. If we can do that, Ryan, we would be back in the game.
Yeah, 14-point game with the whole second half to go pretty much. We're back in it. All we got to do is get off the field on 3rd and long so far. That's really the answer to this game is get off the field on 3rd and long.
We talked about it at the beginning of the game, and it's been tough for Prairie Grove tonight. And you and I are disagreeing on the play calling thing. I think they've done a great job on those 3rd down calls. The plays have been well, and I agree with you. The plays have been well executed as well.
I will agree that the play calls at the 3rd and long and 4th and longs are good play calls. What I'm saying is they're not doing a good job on 1st and 2nd down or even 3rd down sometimes because they're getting in these horrible situations. The difference is, they're pulling something out of their tail and executing it on 3rd and long and 4th and long, and we're not. we're not doing a good job defensively on those possessions. So,
yeah, and I agree. Well, it's 35-14. Shiloh leads Prairie Grove. We'll go to our halftime, and for the stats at halftime, Miles, we got some stats. We'll look at those. Again, halftime sponsored by Small Town Productions for your video and filming needs. And let me get me an extra set of eyes here, and we'll do the stats for the first half. Shiloh Christian total offense, 281 yards to Prairie Grove's 121. They're 11 for 16 in passing. Prairie Grove 2 for 6. Prairie Grove has did we throw one interception?
yes.
Yeah, we did.
On fourth down.
Yeah, on fourth down, an interception. Shiloh has 4 touchdowns on passing, no interceptions. Rushing, they've outrushed Prairie Grove. That's something I wouldn't have expected. They've got 94 yards to Prairie Grove 75. Penalties, Prairie Grove's got 4 for 15. They got 3 for 25. No turnovers on fumbles. They've not punted tonight. Time of possession's fairly even. Prairie Grove maybe had it about a minute longer. And first downs, they got 12-8. Individual, Ethan Gunther 2 for 6, 46 yards, 1 interception. For them, they have Reese at 4 for 6 for 82 yards, 2 touchdowns, and Henry 6 for 8, 103 yards and 2 touchdowns. I don't know if that. I wonder if that's the reverse, but anyway, rushing yards, they have Jaden Henry has 4 for 43, Reese has 2 for 39. And Jarrett Russ 5 for 8, and Jarrett has a touchdown run. For Prairie Grove, Garrett Heltemus 9 carries, 44 yards. He's got 2 touchdowns. Hardard 3 for 13. Lane Dalton 5 for 12. And receiving, Hobbs for Prairie Grove 1 for 37. Heltemus 1 for 9. Tollett 6 receptions, 91 yards. And then also Blake Thompson 1 reception, 54 yards. And Russ 3 receptions, 40 yards, and a touchdown. All those guys have a touchdown. Tollett has 2. Well, again, in leading tackles for Prairie Grove, Keandre Hobbs, David Hall, Harrison Lowe, Millwood, Graham Gunther, all with 2 tackles. And that's going to do it for our halftime stats. Halftime sponsored by Small Town Productions. We'll be back after halftime. Prairie Grove trails 35-14.
Hi, my name is Matthew, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Prairie Grove Christian Church, where our mission statement is to love God, love others, and serve others. We have 2 services on Sunday morning at 9 and 10:30 a.m., lasting a little over an hour, which consist of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we have The Quest and 2240 ministries for children in junior high, as well as men's and women's small groups. Twice a year, we have men's and women's encounters. On Sunday night, we have 2240 for the high schoolers. Some of the ways we love to serve our community are through the Great Serve, Life Ministries, and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we have upward basketball and cheerleading opportunities for children who are in kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we will have a group going to Cambodia, as well as supporting missions in Papua New Guinea and Haiti. If you want to experience what Faith and Grace is all about, come to Prairie Grove Christian Church to learn, worship, and meet people just like you. For any Farmington residents, please consider visiting our sister church, Caston Christian, at the Randall Lynch Middle School cafeteria, Sunday mornings at 10 a.m.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is.
Hi, my name is Matthew, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Prairie Grove Christian Church, where our mission statement is to love God, love others, and serve others. We have two services on Sunday morning at 9 and 10:30 a.m., lasting a little over an hour, which consist of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we have The Quest and 2240 ministries for children in junior high, as well as men's and women's small groups. Twice a year, we have men's and women's encounters. On Sunday night, we have 2240 for the high schoolers. Some of the ways we love to serve our community are through the Great Serve, Life Ministries, and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we have upward basketball and cheerleading opportunities for children who are in kindergarten through second grade. This year, we will have a group going to Cambodia, as well as supporting missions in Papua New Guinea and Haiti. If you want to experience what faith and grace is all about, come to Prairie Grove Christian Church to learn, worship, and meet people just like you. For any Farmington residents, please consider visiting our sister church, Caston Christian, at the Randall Lynch Middle School cafeteria, Sunday mornings at 10 a.m.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky, then suddenly you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
To buy a new recliner, a sofa, or maybe you need a box springs and mattress. Well, look no further than Harton Furniture in Prairie Grove. Terry Harton works hard to keep his showroom fully stocked, so if you pick something out, you can go home with it right then. But also, custom orders are no problem. If there's something you want, he can have it in just a few days. With over 20 years in the furniture business, great customer service, and excellent prices, Harton Furniture is the place for you. Located on Highway 62 between Farmington and Prairie Grove. Come by Harton Furniture, he'll treat you right. Harton Furniture is a proud supporter of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics.
Hi, my name is Matthew, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Prairie Grove Christian Church, where our mission statement is to love God, love others, and serve others. We have two services on Sunday morning at 9 and 10:30 a.m., lasting a little over an hour, which consist of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we have The Quest and 2240 ministries for children in junior high, as well as men's and women's small groups. Twice a year, we have men's and women's encounters. On Sunday night, we have 2240 for the high schoolers. Some of the ways we love to serve our community are through the Great Serve, Life Ministries, and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we have upward basketball and cheerleading opportunities for children who are in kindergarten through second grade. This year, we will have a group going to Cambodia, as well as supporting missions in Papua New Guinea and Haiti. If you want to experience what faith and grace is all about, come to Prairie Grove Christian Church to learn, worship, and meet people just like you. For any Farmington residents, please consider visiting our sister church, Caston Christian, at the Randall Lynch Middle School cafeteria, Sunday mornings at 10 a.m.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky, then suddenly you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
Hi, my name is Matthew, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Prairie Grove Christian Church, where our mission statement is to love God, love others, and serve others. We have two services on Sunday morning at 9 and 10:30 a.m., lasting a little over an hour, which consist of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we have The Quest and 2240 ministries for children in junior high, as well as men's and women's small groups. Twice a year, we have men's and women's encounters. On Sunday night, we have 2240 for the high schoolers. Some of the ways we love to serve our community are through the Great Serve, Life Ministries, and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we have Upward basketball and cheerleading opportunities for children who are in kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we will have a group going to Cambodia, as well as supporting missions in Papua New Guinea and Haiti. If you want to experience what faith and grace is all about, come to Prairie Grove Christian Church to learn, worship, and meet people just like you. For any Farmington residents, please consider visiting our sister church, Caston Christian, at the Randall Lynch Middle School cafeteria, Sunday mornings at 10 a.m.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky, then suddenly you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
And there they are, ladies and gentlemen, your 2018 Shiloh Christian Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Jacob Lehman, and the color guard is directed by Wendy Stewart. The Shiloh Marching Band will perform in their first competition of the season at the Bentonville Marching Invitational on Saturday, October 6th. Shiloh Band would like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors who graciously provided the funds for meals throughout the season. Ribbons Construction, the Davis family, the Edwards family, the Griffey family, and the Redfield family. Thank you for generously providing for the Shiloh Band members. And we want to thank our championship sponsors for the year, Harvest Bank, Chick-fil-A, Danjo Properties, Everett Buick GMC, Parks Food Stores, Milestone Construction, Oki Construction, Rise Baking Company, RMP LLP, and Tyson Foods. Our varsity sponsors for the year, ABC Supply, Action Seal Coating and Striping, Digimark, Opantris, DeWitt Law Firm, Don's Cold Storage, Engineering Services Inc., FNB Bank, Hinkle Corporation, Hunt Rogers Materials LLC, JBU, Legacy Bank, Matco Tools, Owens Optometry, Quality Millworks, Retriever Academy, Signature Bank, Storms Orthodontics, Threads 314, Walmart, Westside Health Mart, and Williams Tollett Tractor. Plan ahead to celebrate homecoming next week, Friday, October 12th. Kickoff 7 p.m. against Gentry. There will be a pregame alumni tailgate. We will be honoring the 1998 Shiloh football team. We want to congratulate the golf team for their 4th place finish at state, and Ben Fowler for making the all-state golf team on his 5th place overall. The junior class will host the Fall Carnival in the SEC on Tuesday, October 23rd from 5 to 7 p.m. $10 wristbands will be on sale for unlimited play. All proceeds go to the junior class for the junior senior.
Okay, we get ready for the second half. We got about another minute. Prairie Grove trails 35-14, and you know, typically you just kind of go, wow, you know, let's play well in the second half and make it respectable. But I really believe in my heart that if Prairie Grove can score and do something they haven't done tonight, which is stop Shiloh, and it would be a game. And I mean, we got a chance to pull close here in the third quarter if we can. I think this particular series extremely important, Ryan, to the game. I think Prairie Grove knows that. They're going to be ready for the onside kick because Shiloh could get an onside kick here and get the ball.
That'd be a heartbreaker.
So Prairie Grove needs to get possession, score a touchdown, and we got a game. I mean, like you said right before we left, it's not that we've played good defense at times, but we've given up the big plays on 3rd and 4th and long. And
yeah, like 80%.
Yeah.
80%, man, we're kicking tail. 20%, man, we're getting our tail kicked. And you can't win a ball game like that, though. You just can't. You got to get off the field. And so here, like you said, real big deal. They get onside and score. It's a big uphill battle. We get the ball and go score, we're back in the ball game.
So we really need this to start. We're getting ready here. Kicking is Pat Williams for Shiloh. And we'll see what Prairie Grove can do. Just need to get a possession here and score, and we can make a game out of this. And it is going to be a kick that Watson will. Oh, we're not going to get it.
That's not the way to start that one out. Oh, my gosh.
And that's not the way you wanted to start it. You really needed that ball to go down there. Now it's, oh, gosh. Oh, couldn't be a tougher start. And really, when you get like that, you wanted to make a play, and Watson was. Once you're bobbling it, fall down on it. And I think he was trying to pick it up and run. He saw the guys coming, and now if you're Shiloh, you go to the end zone here. You try you go for the dagger here. And let's see if they just do that. And now it is a pitch and a nice block on the corner. Oh, nice tackle.
That's Hobbs. Number 1, Blake Thompson on the carry for Shiloh.
I don't know. Do we have that play again? I want to see that. Well, there was some great lead blocking there. I think it was number 9, Logan Rabin. Maybe it was Russ. It was somebody out of the backfield. Great block on the corner for Shiloh. 1st and 10, and that is, gosh, this is not what you needed there. And there's Russ, and now defense trying to step up.
Cooper Allen, number 52, on the tackle that time. Chuggy Edward, number 60, will come in for the Tigers. They'll go trips to this near side.
It's 2nd down and 7 for Shiloh. Prairie Grove, tough way to start the half. And now it's going to be a give and a tackle. They're going to get Russ. He's going to get a couple more yards.
Hayden Black on the tackle that time. I'm sorry, 25, Keandre Hobbs on the tackle.
And Black was over there too. So 1 minute into the 3rd quarter, 3rd down and 3rd and 5 for Shiloh. They got 2.
3rd and short. I don't know. We don't know if they're any good on 3rd and short.
Well, we could sure use something here. And it's going to be a drop. He pumps, he throws, complete, and he's still on his feet. He's going to get closer.
Harrison Lowe there, but not able to make the stop. And they're going to pick up the 1st down. It's going to be 1st and goal on the 4.
Ryan, you said this at the beginning or during halftime that it's the underneath that's killing us, and that's what happened right there again. 1st and goal from the 4. Prairie Grove needs to turn over something here, and it's going to be an easy pitch and catch for a touchdown.
No one even there.
And Shiloh scores again, and just when what we needed was to score early in about a minute and a half. Instead, we fumble the kickoff, and Shiloh stretches the lead to 28 points.
What's going to be hard now is to be able to think of a way to go and score quickly and not just abandon the run and just go to a passing offense, because when you start passing, you kind of play into their favor.
The extra point is good. And with 10:32 to go in the 3rd quarter, it's Shiloh 42, Prairie Grove 14.
Hi, my name is Matthew, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Prairie Grove Christian Church, where our mission statement is to love God, love others, and serve others. We have 2 services on Sunday morning at 9 and 10:30 a.m., lasting a little over an hour, which consist of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we have The Quest and 2240 Ministries for children in junior high, as well as men's and women's small groups. Twice a year, we have men's and women's encounters. On Sunday night, we have 2240 for the high schoolers.
Some of the ways we love to serve our community are through the Great Serve, Life Ministries, and the Backpack Program.
In the fall, we have upward basketball and cheerleading opportunities for children who are in kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we will have a group going to Cambodia as well.
Ryan, I was just checking some of our history. It's the largest or the most points we've given up in the regular season since 2010. And this time, Watson's going to take it up to 25. And Watson, he fumbled again, and Shiloh's got it.
Wow. Talk about self-implode. You can't win giving them possession after possession after possession.
They stripped that one. That I don't know if we have. It's probably too late to run the replay of that. I'll tell you, Ryan, they just stripped it. He didn't fumble at that time as far as like bobbling it. They stripped him. He was trying to get extra yardage. They had a guy come in there, put the hand in there and strip it. Shiloh can go for the running clock here, Ryan, if they can put it in the end zone. So Prairie Grove, if they want to have any shot whatsoever, have to stop here. And Shiloh is, they're like a shark in the water. They see the blood, and they're going to go for it. And I imagine they go deep to the end zone. It wouldn't shock me here, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
Well, I mean, is there a way that we say we jumped in with cut wrist? Because, I mean, we're putting it out there for them. The scent's out there for them, and we put it there.
You look here, Ryan. It's a good hit that time for Prairie Grove. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 14. Tigers doing – we haven't even run a – Ryan, we were so excited when we scored before half thinking, well, if we could get the ball, and we haven't even run an offensive play. Shiloh's already run a handful and scored and have a chance to put us in the mercy rule, which would, again, be the first time in a long, long time Prairie Grove's been in this position.
Well, I mean, even with Warren, we didn't get put in the mercy rule, did we? Not
no.
Until – good tackle that time. Oh, no, he did.
They got him back here, fake. Ethan Gunther.
I fell for the fake.
They got Henry that time, big loss, but it's their money play. It's 3rd down and long, right? This is their tends to be the play that they do pretty well on.
Oh my goodness, it's hard to even come up with a positive word here at times. You know, usually if you're in 3rd and long like this, you're excited. You know, 3rd and 18, 3rd and 20. You've done your job on 1st and 2nd down. You're in the right position. Play good defense, get the ball back, and you're set up. You're ready to make get your offense on the field and put a drive together. Hasn't been the case tonight.
And it's a straight drop. He's got room to run. He's got blockers downfield, and Tollett gets another 1st down.
3rd and 18 converted. I wonder what their yardage is just on 3rd and long. You know what I mean? Compared to 1st and 2nd down, I would love to see the breakdown of yardage on 1st and 2nd to 3rd and 4th.
I imagine our stat program has the ability to do that. We won't probably be able to do it right now, but it might be something we look up. He's got room to run. He may – oh, gosh, they dropped it. Can you believe it?
Could they have done that a long time ago?
It's 2nd down and 10 for Shiloh. I'm sitting here in my mind. My mind's running fast, trying to think of a way we're not out of it. I just don't want to believe we're out of it yet. Need a turnover, need something big to happen. And it's just going to be a keeper, and that's Henry. He's elusive. He's going to go in.
He stopped on a dime there. That was a beautiful. You can replay that one. Give credit where credit's due. He stops in the middle of the field and reverses. Look at that. Wow. Just everybody just kind of dog piles there where he stops at. That was an athletic play. And like you said, a sophomore. We got 2 more years of that.
I hope they miss the extra point. If not, it's a running clock, and for the first time really in 8 years, Prairie Grove will be on the other side of a mercy rule, and it's good. So for the first time since 2010, the score of that game, 49-14.
No way.
Yeah, in 2010. But if my recollection is okay, there it was 49-0 at one point, and I think we got 14 late in the game. But the Tigers, for the first time, really in 8 years, are somewhere they haven't been, and they're on the other side of a mercy rule now.
And I'm not going to say that Shiloh is that much better of a team than we are.
I think they've come to play tonight.
They did.
They came with purpose.
But I'm telling you, the difference is on third down execution, because we're stopping them on first and second down. We're putting them in 3rd and 20s, Lynn. How many times? If I told you I could put you in 3rd and plus 15 on at least 75% of your drives tonight, you honestly tell me you think you'd have 49 points?
No, and I think that's been the key tonight. And 49, Prairie Grove, my guess is, and if I think Prairie Grove will try to, and now they got Hobbs over there. That's going to drop. And another fumble. They got it again.
It looks like kindergarten out there with us trying to field a kickoff.
They've had 3 kickoffs, Ryan, and all 3 of them have been fumbled. And we haven't
just in this half.
We haven't even run an offensive play. Well, that's going to do it tonight, Ryan. And Shiloh, we've been so concerned tonight about the onside kick that it's almost backfired by them kicking it deep. And it's been, I'm going to give Thompson a lot of credit. He's put it.
He's right there in that middle. It's that pooch kick. It's right there in the middle between where the receiver's at and where our first line of the defense is. The receiver has to be aggressive to go get it, got to have sure hands, and be able to hold on to the ball and make a play, and it's not happening.
Well, the one thing I'm surprised a little bit with Shiloh right here.
Micah Button that time on the carry.
But
tackle by number 15, Wetzel.
Little surprised, not totally, I guess. They have all starters in, and they should be stopping the clock. I mean, they shouldn't be stopping the clock. I don't know why they're stopping it. It's a running clock now.
Illegal formation on Shiloh. That'll back them up 5 yards from the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 35.
Ryan, they have had the ball 7 times and have scored all 7 times tonight. A low snap. And that's something else we haven't been able to take advantage of, even as low snaps. They're going to get Russ this time. Looks like that's Harrison Lowe over there kind of tripping him up. And the clock will run. Prairie Grove's going to fall to 1-1 in the conference, and they got another of the top teams in the conference next week. And you got to believe that. You got to believe P Ridge sees this tonight and has a lot of confidence just based off a score comparison with us in Farmington and them in Farmington. But I think Prairie Grove needs to regroup.
Well, and speaking of P Ridge, they're up 35-0 on Gravett.
Well, that's Tollett.
Lincoln
they got a flag back here
on Berryville.
Ryan, it's so weird tonight because I'm sitting here just in my mind going through all the years of doing the webcast. And we've talked about this before, that the true – there's been some good teams in Prairie Grove history prior to us doing the webcast. We started in 2010. I'd say the old team, 63 team was a great team. The 97 team, 2001, 2003, 2005. Those are probably some of the better teams Prairie Grove's had over the years. But I would say that in reflecting, we haven't had to call many games like this.
No, we haven't. I mean, the games against Warren were a struggle because we knew we were outmatched and outscored at the time, so that was pretty rough. But not in conference, not during the regular season.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those deals where, I'll be honest with you, this group as a whole, and I'm not talking about a class, I'm talking about the team as a whole, sophomore through senior. They're not a very experienced, very disciplined team yet. And we saw that in the first 2 games. And that's why we got so far behind so fast and struggled. And we struggled to score, trying to figure out who we were and our identity. Almost there by Millwood. Hall, he's able to get the sack.
I'm going to say this. It's not smart for them to be keeping their starters in. You're going to get your quarterback hurt. And am I criticizing their coach right now? Yeah, I am, because I don't think it's what you're not going to lose this game, and you're going to risk your quarterback because you want to run the score up on somebody. Am I criticizing Jeff Conaway? Yes, I am.
I bet they play till the end of the third and then they're out. But it'll be 4th and 34.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I'm
mean,
okay with that. But
see,
why are you throwing the ball?
Yeah.
I mean, Coach Absher could have put 70 on him a couple years ago and he took a knee. But anyway, nonetheless.
But what I was saying before is we have a very undisciplined young team.
Yeah.
And it showed its head in the first 2 games. We kind of right the ship there for a couple games against good competition and then against a weaker opponent in a game or 2. But it starts to rear its head again. So we see the undiscipline against good quality teams. And that's what you can't have and be successful. And it's not one person. It's not one grade. I'm not trying to throw blame anywhere. I'm saying as a whole, the team struggles. You can't have 3 turnovers, 4 turnovers in a game and win against a good team. You can't have penalties on first down, set you back 5 yards against a good team and still pick up first downs. You can't give up 3rd and 20s all night long. That's a discipline thing. I mean, they're making some good play calls. I agree. Heltemus right up the middle. Good hard run by Heltemus. You can give up some big plays, even disciplined. You can make a couple mistakes this one, but the big snowball things and the little things becoming big things and getting teams to 3rd and 20 and having a missed assignment, I honestly feel like they kind of knew where our toughest assignment would be, and they exploited it. We need a guy to step up and be able to do that. And so I don't know. It's tough. Like you said, it's tough. We haven't seen it in a long time. Shotgun.
And it is a give to Heltemus again. Ryan, I just thought of this when we handed the ball to Heltemus on the first down. It was the first play. The first play we ran from scrimmage was at 4-minute mark.
Well, when you fumble three straight kickoffs, it's tough.
And we stopped them. When they had the ball for the 8th time, we actually stopped them. But we were helped by a penalty.
Good fake that time by Gunther, but even better defense.
Yeah, excellent defense that time, led by number 26, Jack Lotspich. And it's going to bring up 4th down for Prairie Grove. So Prairie Grove, now, if you're Prairie Grove, you almost at this point, I mean, I don't know how much longer Prairie Grove leaves their starters in at this point, because you still got a season.
You got a big game next year.
You got a big game next week. That doesn't eliminate you. I mean, yeah.
No, we had a loss last year.
Yeah, you got a.
You just need help.
Oh, he threw it right to him, and he's going to go for a pick 6. And he's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Shiloh, Blake Thompson. And if it could go wrong tonight for Prairie Grove, it has, Ryan. Just one thing after another, and they've piled it on Prairie Grove. And now, if I'm Coach Absher, and I'm not, but if I am, I think here you wave the white flag because you don't want to get anybody hurt. You talked about, Ryan, last year. If you remember what happened last year, Prairie Grove lost a heartbreaker to Pea Ridge on a fumble late in the game. Had a chance to punch it in. Looked like we were going to pull it out. We lost that game, and then Shiloh went up and upset Pea Ridge.
Right.
And if Shiloh had taken care of business at Gravett, Prairie Grove would have had the 1 seed going into it and going into the playoffs.
Right.
It would have been
we'd have still tied for the conference championship.
But we would have got the 1 seed. Yeah.
Actually, it would have been a 3-way tie.
Been a 3-way tie. But, I said at the onset that Shiloh hadn't had a conference championship since 2010, the last time they beat us like this. They want that. It's been a long time, and now they've put themselves in a position to set up the end-of-the-year showdown with P. Ridge because there's nobody else in the conference. Lincoln's not going to give this team. They'll run all day on Lincoln probably too. So it's although Lincoln gave P. Ridge a good game last week. Extra point is up. It is good. It's 56-14.
We better get that kicker some Gatorade. He's had, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kickoffs, 10 extra points.
I'm about to do the unthinkable here.
Uh-oh.
I was mentioning that he had his quarterback in, throwing a pass and getting sacked. I've seen Nick Saban do the same thing. He'll leave he hasn't this year because he doesn't need to.
Well, he doesn't want Hurts to transfer.
But last year there would be times late in the game that he'd have Hurts in there. I'm like, I know you want to give him reps and I know you want him to see things, but it's a long season. And when you're up 56 to 7 on Louisiana directional school of some sort, why are you leaving your guy in there? And these guys, they're coaches. I'm not, but I question that a lot. Our toughest play of the game, they got another guy back there. They're going to try Wetzel this time.
We're running through him.
It's been effective tonight. He's going to try it again. And this time it's Wetzel.
Hey! Shiloh fans may even be cheering for us on that one.
And it looks like the second is that second teamer?
The second team.
Second teamer's going to come in, and I think that's the right. They're not all second team, but there's a lot of second team.
There's a lot of them.
Which I think is the right thing to do here.
The backfield will be Foster Lehman, number 33, and Cade Grant, number 1. That's my boy. He ran it back to the house last week. I got to watch that run. That was fun. Looks like Horn and Pinkley on this side of the line. Caudle still at center. And then it'll be Ethan Davis at the other guard position.
Well, we did. I thought
Gunther
we had.
gives it to Foster.
Okay, so Gunther's still in there. I'm surprised. I'm a little.
Well, half of our line is still first string.
A little bit of mixture here.
Yeah, our wingback's the starter.
Again, I want to recognize our crew tonight: Cade Graham, T.D. Hill, Mayo Dotson, Ethan Turner, Miles Eubanks, Heath Whitley. Our sponsors. I'll get to them after this play.
Wing double handoff.
Oh, that's
going
nothing.
Nowhere.
Like I said, Ryan, looking back, Shiloh owed us one of these. In 2015, Prairie Grove won 62-33 that night. And, of course, 2 years ago, or that was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, Tigers won that night. Or 2 years ago, they won 45-15. And it looks like Shiloh's going to get the better of Prairie Grove tonight. Last year was a 14-point. I said at the beginning, too, this game's not usually close.
Right.
There's your boy.
There he goes.
There he goes.
He's a bad man.
Cade Grant on the carry.
That's the longest play from scrimmage for Prairie Grove tonight. And they've got a lot of starters still in, too. Their front four are all starting linemen.
21's definitely been there. He's been
and number 1, he's a starter. He's out on a quarterback. So this is a lot of their first. This is most of their starters on offense. That'll be the end of the third quarter.
That's going to do it. Tigers trail. Boy, we had so much hope to start the third quarter at 35-14, but after 3 kickoff fumbles, it just stretched it out, and there was nothing left in the Tiger fight. We'll be back for the fourth and final quarter after this.
Looking to buy a new recliner, a sofa, or maybe you need a box springs and mattress? Well, look no further than Harton Furniture in Prairie Grove. Terry Harton works hard to keep his showroom fully stocked, so if you pick something out, you can go home with it right then. But also, custom orders are no problem. If there's something you want, he can have it in just a few days. With over 20 years in the furniture business, great customer service, and excellent prices, Harton Furniture is the place for you. Located on Highway 62 between Farmington and Prairie Grove. Come by Harton Furniture, he'll treat you right. Harton Furniture is a proud supporter of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics.
Knox Laird under center.
Looks like
Foster-Lehman.
the subs are in now, Ryan.
That is the second string offense for Prairie Grove.
And looks like the big guys are out there at Shiloh, too.
They're going to keep the majority of their defense on the field. I do see some backup cornerbacks in, backup linebacker, but, I mean, their front four, that's their starting front four. And I don't blame them. They don't want to give up any more than what they have.
Cade.
Right into the teeth of the defense. Number 21 for Shiloh. He's a big boy.
Oh, he's back in. They took him out. That's Russell Norsworthy.
He's been in the whole time. 5'10", 240.
Yeah. I thought he went out a while ago.
No, he's done a great job at defensive tackle tonight. We've struggled running the ball a little bit, which is something rare for us. That's usually our bread and butter. Haven't done a great job of sustaining drives.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I thought they had put subs in there, Ryan. That's their starting defense.
Oh. Knox with not much of a chance. The whole line goes down, trying to kind of cut the legs of the Shiloh Saints. The difference is Shiloh just backs up, lets them all fall down, and just jumps right over the top of them and sacks the quarterback. 4th and 11 for Prairie Grove.
Fourth down and 11 for Prairie Grove. Laird under center. They're going to send the house on a backup quarterback. And it's picked off. Could be another pick six here.
And it was a great attempt that time. Knox just not with enough arm, really. He had Cade Grant down the sideline. He underthrows the pass, and that's how it's picked off. The play was there. And we'll see the second string defense come in. Looking there, I see number 66, Alex Kierick at defensive end. Number 72, Jesus Castro at defensive tackle. Cage Adams.
Looks like they do have some substitutes as they come in now.
They will on offense here. They're going to put their second string in on offense here. Well, you say that, but Henry's the quarterback.
I'm okay with that.
He's a sophomore, too. We're going to get a timeout so we can set our defense up.
Let's take it with them. 9:32 to go. Tigers trail. Big.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
Okay, Shiloh now is Henry at quarterback, who's seen a lot of playing time, and he's going to keep it, and he's going to kind of off incomplete, intended for number 26, Kale Slaba.
Looking also still here, trying to get recognition for all of our young guns that are in there. I see number 85, that's Trevor Pierce, in at defensive end, along with Cage Adams at defensive tackle. The linebackers will be Marshall Montgomery and Knox Laird. Foster Lehman in the backfield, along with is that Jackson Sorters and Cade Walker. Cornerbacks are going to be Mason Lowe and Cade Grant.
I'm going to give you the hardest assignment tonight since you weren't here last week, and I'll tell you after this play. In motion goes Walton, and he gets the ball, and he's still on his feet. It's tackled. That's Laird, and I can't see the other tackler over there. 30, was it Foster?
33 is Foster Lehman.
And
I said that Harrison Lowe was in. It's actually Ethan Beeson, number 17, over there on the far cornerback.
So your assignment tonight, you got to come up with an offensive and defensive player of the game.
Oh, that's not even fair. Yeah, Cade Grant's probably the leading rusher. You hate to do that, but it's a thought. Defensively, man, it's one of those deals where
you got 8 minutes and 5 seconds, but that's your assignment tonight.
Well, I hope somebody shows up in that 8 minutes and 5 seconds.
That's your punishment for not being here last week. And here is Henry. He's going to give. He pitches. It's blocking the back, but good job there by Walker and
Knox Laird.
It's like Sorters was in the vicinity.
4th and short for Shiloh.
Ryan, just wasn't Prairie Grove's night, and people look at the score and say, well, I agree with you. I think Shiloh's a better team than us. I don't think they're 42 points better when you fumble the kickoff 3 times and in a row, and that's going to give them the ball to our 30. It's hard to win, but they had been control pretty much after the first half of the first quarter. And can we get him back here? Because we got
Walker almost had him.
He got a first down. We had him stopped.
Walker almost had him in the backfield. .66 Alex Kierick is the one who eventually pushes him out over there.
We had him, had a chance to stop him, and what's been the thing all night, all night we've struggled getting them off field, Ryan. I think they've scored every time but once. This would be their 10th time of having the ball.
That's impressive.
And they've done it all night.
And I know we sit here and say that, and then someone will go, and you said they're not that much better than us.
But
we just had no discipline tonight. We got so far behind, it just snowballed, man.
Well, it snowballed, and the other thing, and I would say, in the years that we took it to Shiloh a couple times, it was very similar.
It was.
I mean, I those years, I don't think we were, mercy rule better than those guys. I think the ball starts rolling downhill, and it just goes.
37 Cade Walker on the tackle that time.
How often, really and truly, you're going to they weren't even trying an onside kick. We just fumbled the kickoff 3 times, and that's nothing against the boys. I mean,
but even in the first half, it was get them to 3rd and 20 and then give up big plays. So I mean, we just weren't there tonight. We were not disciplined. I think you come back in and we get that first stop, things are different. Maybe even give up that first one on the one where they do the fake punt. You get that one, things are different. I mean, we just really fell apart.
That was somebody show that again. Look at Knox Laird. Look at the tackle here. That is good form tackling, and he takes down big number 18, Rutledge. But look at that, just good helmet, wrap up, head up. Good job that time by Laird. And
'88 will run into the game. That is Jackson Brock. He'll come in at cornerback on that far side.
Foster Lehman helped out a little bit on that last tackle as well. And
number 80, Nick Schrum, will be the cornerback on this near side.
Now, if coach now for them with his backups in wants to throw the ball, I'm all cool for that. You got your old. I'm cool with that, and I know I was
it's like a JV game right now.
A little heated under the collar there earlier because
I started to say they've got a quarterback, a new one, and he's a big boy.
He's a freshman, and his name is Hunter Mason. No, I'm sorry, Jackson Rutledge. Our thing is off one slight deal there, but that's fine. It's my eyes. They're stopping the clock. I thought we just ran the clock. I guess they stopped it on a penalty.
5 minutes left. Fourth quarter, 56-14. Shiloh. It's just weird to say.
It is. It's been a long time. In the words of the great 70s rock band Boston.
Hand off to number 2.
That is Walton. And Walton, he's brought down. Good tackle there. That's Walker.
57, Cage Adams.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're
number
right.
50, Skates. The younger Skates.
Carter
and
Skates.
Number 85, Trevor Pierce.
Yeah, I thought that was 37, but you're right. It was 57. So their money down, 3rd down and long. That's been their down tonight.
Maybe not for the second group.
Well,
hopefully.
we'll see. Hey, and their quarterback, Rutledge, is a 5'10", 170 freshman. He looks bigger than 170. Ryan, they got him at 170, that quarterback.
He's a big boy.
He's
thick.
I think he's bigger than 170.
Oh, yeah.
They got him listed at 170.
If he's 170, he's only about 5'7".
Did he get the first, or is he a little short?
He's short.
So as we bring up 4th
No,
down.
they gave him a first down. I thought he was short.
Now, Ryan, we talked about off the air a while ago in 2000 and let's see, it would have been 2015. Prairie Grove down at about this area, chance to put 70 on. And
Coach Absher takes a knee.
let's see.
You
know what? I'm okay with him trying to score with his guys. I really am. I'm okay with it.
Hey, if you don't like it, stop it. That's
Yep.
always been my theory. Coach Absher's a nicer guy than me. There is a flag.
There's a lot of
the
nicer
play.
guys than you, Ryan.
When it comes to football and competitiveness, yes, that's, if you don't like it, stop it. Because you got the young guns in. They need a chance to experience some of that. Just like a JV game.
And I said that. That's
Yeah.
what I just said. I mean,
So
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with if you can whoop me with your second team, you can whoop me.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that too.
The problem, I just want to, kind of like I said, like with Nashville, 3-4 years ago when Blake gets hurt, if we play him 10 times, we split it 5-5. We play this team right here 10 times, I guarantee you we split it 5-5. They're not that much better than us. It might be 6-4, but either way, the score looks like they'd beat us 10 times in a row.
Yeah,
it's not that way.
Yeah, they executed well tonight. When you think about it again, at the beginning of the second half, we had a chance at the very beginning to get back in it. And when you fumble
Even
that kick,
after the ridiculousness that we allowed to happen in the first half.
But then we allowed more ridiculous in the second half. And we're
it
down
got
by 42.
crazier. How weird is that?
And it's going to be a give
to number 6,
who is Joshua Rhodes. He's got a lot of subs in there now. I'm happy to see that.
57, Cage Adams on the tackle, along with number 56 for Prairie Grove. That is Seth Vaughn. Making sure we get all of our guys in tonight.
Prairie Grove hosts P. Ridge next week.
Homecoming, Spirit Week.
And
hope they enjoy. You better get it spirited, because you better bring your A game next week. This undisciplined stuff's not going to work.
Yeah, and Prairie Grove, next you can still, and not that you can't win the balance of your games, but you could salvage a season by upsetting, beating P. Ridge next week.
Right. Yeah, you finish.
And I call it an upset because that we will be underdogs that night.
Right. 50, Carter Skates is the first one to reach the runner, but we have 5 or 6 Tigers assist on the tackle. The runner was number 27 for Shiloh. That's Cam Wiedemann. They have quite a few more players than we do.
Well, that's what's happened to me tonight. Because they have so many, I've looked at their side a couple times on numbers. Just there's so many there.
A lot of freshmen even on that list. I wonder if they have a. I don't know. That's a different deal.
Well, I don't know how many. I don't know that. Did you go to the junior high game last night?
I did, but junior high is different this year. We don't play the team that we play on Friday nights anymore. It's a whole new deal. We played Gravette last night and won 34-0. Good job on the tackle that time. I see Sorters. I see Laird.
Nick Schrum also in there making a tackle, Ryan, and good to see him do that. Well, Prairie Grove's going to drop to 3-3 on the season, and I know we keep harping back to a 2010, and that's nothing against those guys, but that was the last time we were kind of in this situation. It's been a while.
It is what it is, man. Yeah, I mean, if you tell me I finished in my place in my year with my record, that is what it is. I didn't like it.
Let's see. What was
what
was your senior year, Ryan?
2001.
2001.
So it would have been 2000 football.
6-3-2.
Yep.
Last time we tied a football game. They still allowed them back then. 6-3-2. Lost in the first round of playoffs to Boonville.
No, that wasn't me. We lost to Bald Knob.
Well, that's probably going to be last play. Are you sure?
That must have been the year after me then. I lost to Bald Knob in the first round.
When did you? What year did you graduate?
2001. So 2000 football season.
6-5. You were 6-5, lost to Bald Knob.
Yeah.
24-6. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. And Shiloh Christian's going to be happy with this win, and we salute them for a victory tonight. They played well. Prairie Grove did not have the breaks tonight. We're going to quickly go through the stats. Again,
you try to do player of the game.
Foster,
I'm sorry. Foster, we appreciate the
Foster Roofing sponsors the offense and defense player of the game. Ryan, you missed last week. You name them.
You cannot give Cade Grant.
Offensive player of the game.
You got a positive run, buddy. I mean, I'm trying to pick out bright spots.
And the bright spot I'm going to say is I thought the second team, when they came out tonight, did a good job. I'm going to give defensive player of the game to Knox Laird because he made several tackles late in the game. And that's, our starters just our starters tonight just struggled a little bit.
You got to earn it. You got to earn it. Tonight we didn't earn it.
Yeah. Well, we're going to quickly go through the stats, and I'm sure that the students want to get on out here after a night like tonight, as do we. Let's go with Shiloh, 403 yards of total offense. I'd have to go back and look. Prairie Grove only 161 total yards tonight. Good defensive job tonight. We said on the opening that the defensive coordinator wanted a good night tonight for Shiloh. He got it. We're going to go just to the individual stats. Ethan Gunther, 2 for 7, 46 yards. Knox Laird, 0 for 1. He did have an interception. Gunther had 2 interceptions. Garrett Heltemus scored both touchdowns for Prairie Grove, 11 carries, 52 yards.
We probably should have gave the offensive player of the game to him, but it's hard when we have such an output.
We've given it to him a couple of times, but he's earned it for sure. Kate Grant, 2 carries, 35 yards, 17.5 yards per carry. Good job for him. On the flip side tonight, their man Tollett, 8 receptions, 123 yards, 3 touchdowns. Well, that's going to do it. Again, we thank our crew, Ethan Turner, Cade Graham, T.D. Hill, Mayo Dotson, Miles Eubanks, our East Lab instructor, Heath Whitley. For Ryan Cook, I'm Lynn Gregson. Thank you. Have a great night, and go Tigers. See you next week for homecoming.